Greetings, Biafrans. Wherever you are going to watch this very program, depends on your location, your time zone. If you are getting this message, I would like you to share it to anybody, any group, so that they can be able to see the hidden things. Most of you know that this very struggle that we are fighting today, it is something that we must achieve it in truth and honesty. Because without truth and honesty, without one mind, there is no way that we can be able to achieve our goal. This is not me saying. This is not me saying. And on this note, I would like to begin to address Pastor Livingstone, Mazi Okonkwo, for you to go and read Genesis chapter 37 from verse 12 to 28. This is going to be the background of what we are here to do today. Because this is going to explain the hypocrisy, the evil being committed against your own brother out of envy and jealous. Here, Genesis 37 from verse 12 to 28, Joseph was sold by his brothers. Meaning that Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke was sold by his brother. And if a brother can have the mind to gang up against brother, that is to say that this group of people can also gang up to kill their own brother. Just like according to Genesis 37 from verse 12 to 28, because this is going to be the foundation of the exposition of hypocrisy against the people that say that they are fighting for the restoration of Biafra in truth and honesty. Now, his brothers has gone to graze their father's flocks near Shechem. 13. And Israel said to Joseph, as you know, your brothers are grazing the flocks near Shechem. Come, I am going to send you to them. He replied and said, very well. So he said to him, go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flocks, and bring word back to me. Then he sent him off from the valley of Hebron. When Joseph arrived at Shechem, a man found him wandering around in the field and asked him, what are you looking for? He replied and said, I am looking for my brothers. Can you tell me where they are grazing their flocks? They have moved on from here, the man said. I heard them say, let's go to the Dothan. So Joseph went after his brothers and found them near Dothan. But they saw him in the distance, and before he reached to them, they plotted to kill their own brother out of jealousy. Like I said, this is going to be a foundation of this, so that for you to open your eyes, for you to understand that this group of people that you are seeing today, what they preach online, it is not what they are doing behind closed doors. And for us to get what we want, we must do it in truth and honesty. We must do it in truth and honesty. Because you cannot be fighting for Biafra restoration and yet you are plotting against your own brother. A lot of people have been plotted against in this very movement of Biafra. A lot of innocent souls have been wasted in Biafra land. Why? Because this one, the person in question, had a better idea. Instead of them to embrace it, instead of them to acknowledge it, they plot to kill their own brother. If this group of people can plot against their own brother, Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, are you telling me that if they have a chance, that they are not going to find a way to eliminate Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke? If this group of people can come to online, lie to Biafrans for over a year now, and this lie has been going about, nobody's asking question. Nobody is asking question. What happened? Nobody is saying, put a panel, let us have a discussion, and then discuss what the issue is. Because the Biafra restoration must be in truthful and honest. On what it was, they say me. Their brother said, as they saw him in distance, they never liked him. They never liked Joseph because Joseph was blessed by Chukwu Kikabiama. Joseph had more potential than each and every one of them. But one thing that they don't know is that Joseph is going to be the one to save them. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. What they don't know is this, that Joseph is the one that is going to save them. Joseph, the one that they plotted against, they plot against him to kill him, is the same one that is going to save them. That is why Pastor Livingstone, Austin Okonkwo, go and read these very verse. Genesis 37, 12, 28. Go and read it, then search your conscience. Go and read it and search your conscience. Just search out your conscience. I am not here to castigate anybody, but to tell you the practical truth. And this is what I'm here to do. This is what I am here to do. Because Biafra must be restored in truth and honesty. You cannot be plotting against your own brother. You cannot be plotting against your own sister. You cannot be plotting to eliminate your own brother, to lie against your own brother before the people, before the public of Igwemadu. And that lie, you have made this lie to grow in the sense that the people who are joining the movement at this at the time that they just joined because they have seen that Nigeria is not working. This lie has passed on to them to the extent that whatever you tell them, they believe, but they don't know what is happening behind. And this is exactly the reason why that I am here today to officially start this very exposition. I don't even know what I'm saying now. With the backup of every single evidence. Because like I said, as we are fighting to disintegrate ourselves from the damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, we are also going to do that in truthful and honest. You must be your brother's keeper. You must accommodate your brother. If your brother is doing well more than you embrace, because this is a movement. This is a movement that will be restored in truthful and honest. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. This movement will be restored in truth and honest. You cannot be plotting to kill your own brother. You lie against your own brother, and then you are looking for him to kill him in order to do what? To bury all the evidences so that Biafrans will not know the truth. As a man found Joseph wandering around in the field and asked him, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? So how many of you remember that I do go to forest to make program? How many of you remember I do go forest to make a program? Wandering around, praying for Chukwu Kabiama to give us what we want. Why some brothers are planning a plot against brother? This is the same thing that happened to Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim. I don't know if you're saying that. This is exactly what happened to Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim. So Joseph went after his brothers. He went after his brothers. As he went after his brothers and found them near Dothan, but they saw him in a distance. And before he could reach them, they plotted to kill him. And they said, here comes that dreamer. They said to each other, come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of these cisterns. And say to that ferocious animal, devour him, then we will see what will become of him. They say to themselves, let us blackmail Mazi Odinkemma before the Biafrans. If it is a media, Mazi Odinkemma don't have the coverage to tell the Biafrans exactly what happened. We have all the medias. That is the reason why, as they made that very broadcast on the 19th of July, 2022, they make sure that they cut a particular portion, circulate it all over the social media. Even those who have not even known Mazi Odinkemma Nwachineke, when they see that name, they will now say that this is a saboteur against the movement, said by the spokesperson of Biafra. And anything he says goes. I repeat, they say, here comes that dreamer. They call me a dreamer. They say to each other, let us gang up against him. Let us gang up against him. Throw him before the public of the Biafrans. Let us lie against him. If it is a media, we are going to fight that war of media because they are ready. They are ready. But one thing they did is that they went, first of all, to ask question if Mazi Odinkemma is going to retaliate. When they got that given confirmation that Odinkemma will not retaliate because he was being sold by his brothers. That is one of the reasons. And their second backup is that once he retaliates, Sonny Akparawa, he has media. Biafra 247, he has media. Austin Okonkwo is a media. Where are them? Simon is a media. Omada a media. So all of them are going to gang up like a vulture. But that patient, because I say, patient dog eat the fattest bone. I took it as a part of the sacrifice. Let what we are doing, let it be going. If I am the cause, you don't want me, but make sure that things are moving perfectly well. Is things are moving perfectly well today? Of course not. Are people's eyes begin to open? Of course, yes. That is the reason why I said that whatever DOS have done, the autopilot have done it. So both of them have no right to criticize each other. I am the only one. I am the only one who have that very right to criticize and address them. Now, as they say, then we will see what comes of his dream as they plot to kill Joseph, to throw him into a lagoon, and then say, let the animal eat him. Let us now see what will become of his dream. When Reuben heard his voice, I know that there's a Reuben among you. I know there is a Reuben among you. This message is going to touch Reubens among you to say, let us do the right thing. Because if you offend, blackmail, plot against Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are plotted against this very struggle. It doesn't matter any magic in them. But the truth will be sinking gradually. People will know the truth. That is why I say there is going to be a Reuben among you. There must be a Reuben. Because this exposition is official. It is official. When Reuben had this, he tried to rescue him from their hands. Let's not take his life. Who among you, when you plotted this evil against Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, that said, this is evil, who among you that say that I am not in support of this? He said, don't shed any blood. Throw him into his system here in the wilderness, but don't lay a hand on him. Reuben said this in order to rescue him from them and take him back to his father. So when Joseph came to his brothers, they tripped him off. They tripped him off. When Mazi Odinkemma came with his whole heart, thinking that he had found the brothers, thinking that he had found the sisters, on the struggle for us to make sure that we put things in place. For us to make sure that we put things in place. When he thought that he had saw his brothers, his sisters, the people with a genuine heart, not knowing that they have something else in mind. Not knowing that they had in mind in order to strip Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke and throw him in the lagoon. Because when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him off. They stripped him off his robe. The honored robe he was wearing. 24. And they took him and throw him into the system. The system was empty. There was no water in it. As they sat down to eat their meal, they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gili. Their camel were loaded with spices, palm, and mint. And they were on their way to take them down to Egypt. Judah said to his brothers, what will we gain if we kill this our brother? What are we going to gain? What are we going to gain? Our benefit. What is going to be our benefit? What is going to be our benefit? What is your benefit? Blackmailing your brother. What is your benefit? Plotting against your brother, plotting against your sister, in order to eliminate your own brother. Because as this message is going on, also is going in Biafra land. If you are listening to my voice, I am asking you, what is your benefit? Can you benefit in well? Can you benefit in well? Ni asabotage one negi, one negi. Can you your benefit? What is your benefit? What is your benefit? What is your benefit? I ask you. Judah said to his brothers, what will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? What is your gain today? What is your gain today? You blackmail Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke. Did it benefit you anything? Of course not. You know, some of you will say, for over a year now, Mazi Odinkemma have lost his voice. This Biafran spirit have died. No. Odinkemma is waiting if things is going to change. How many of you can pay that sacrifice? How many of you can pay that sacrifice? For 1 year and 4 months, waiting, even with all the evidences that I have to prove that that so-called national broadcast that Simon did on the 19th of July, 2022 was all lie. It was all gang up. It was all gang up by the people that I call my own brother. It is so disappointing. By the people that call themselves man of God. Emeka Livingstone said that he's the man of God. And an elder, for that matter. And you were called. You were called in order to put things right. As a man of God that you claim. But hypocrisy could not allow you. Also, Okonkwo called himself a man of God. That is why this very verse is very, very important to you. It is very, very important for you to search your conscience. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Because each and every one of you have to search your conscience. You have to search your conscience. Search your conscience. Is it worth it to sell your own brother? If you can gang up to sell your own brother, to blackmail your own brother, do you think that you cannot gang up to kill your own brother? Or would you say, God forbid, if you can gang up to lie against your own brother, before your brethren, before your own monna, ya ko monna jideze ke ebuzien unu jikala aka we le nwanne unu before the omonnas, ya ko monna ka ebuzien as Joseph's brothers plotted against him to kill him. If I am close to you, if I am close to all of you, it can either go chew like our poison. This is a practical truth. If I am close to you, poison. That is why Chukwu prepare me for this very journey. That when I say that I don't want any special position, as I'm a volunteer, I do my work as a volunteer, but special position that will require you to have my data, you are not going to get it because we have not gotten Biafra yet. If I am close to you, if I am close to you, poison. Uno put on social media. When I go Biafra, just like to Joseph brothers to a plot like a money. Manophone where judge to kedu lo ga ba line obuna igbu nwanna anyi nwoke. This is a live presentation. Today being the 29th of October 2023. And the time now is 18 minutes past 11 p.m. Bakone ewutem renne. Ife me jemi ife na emekita anwa. Onye mo obo si iri mpeli. Maka na ife na-achị ime. Ife na-achị ime. Ife na-achị ime. Ife na-achị ime. Onye mo obo si iri mpeli. Ya mee gịnị? Ya mee gịnị? Ya mee gịnị? Ya gbanwee. That is the essence of all this. Because I am that Joseph that you plotted against and you went to lie to Biafrans. Let's continue. Verse 26. Judah said to his brothers, what will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? This is a question. Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelite and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood. Are you reasoning like this? Iwe nwobi wee ganga up against Odinkemma. Iwobi e ganga up against Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke because of Guinea. Because of Hanyuku. I say, Joseph. How many of you ask this question? Because none of you ask. None of you ask. It is now that Reuben among you is going to surface. It is now among you that Reuben, because none of you, all of you were in it together. From Omwada to Media Warrior and Simon, all of them gang up against one man. And they come online and lie to you. He said, Judah said to his brothers, what will we gain if we kill our own brother and cover up his blood? Come, let us sell him. Let us sell him. If I am close to you, you would have given me poison. This is the factual truth. But because I'm not close to you, you decide to sell me. If I am close to you, you will prefer to lay your hands on me. This is for you to know that each and every innocent blood that has been split on this very movement, they have a very great potential that you just cut off. These innocent ones, they have a heart of forgiving. But if only that you come clean. These innocent bloods that you have wasted, innocent blood that you have wasted in Biafra land. Starting from Chike Doziem, China Sanworu, down to Autopilot. The innocent blood that you have wasted a lot of them have a great potential in this very struggle. So the reason why for this is for you to do what? For you to change from your evil ways and embrace the truth. Confess your sins before Biafrans. My exposition is a way to make it easy for you because I'm going to present every damn evidence to Biafrans. He said, kedu uru ọ ga-abala na ọ bụ na igbuo nwanne anyị nwoke ka anyị lee nye ọ bụ na mụ nọ close to you ụmụ kala inye go tune na kon poison mana because na ma nọrọ close to you ijiri media wee lee m cheluzie ọ bụ na ọ dị nke mmapụta anyị wolu media finish enye everyone will forget about him. Mazi Odinkemma abụrụ onye ị ga-emejọ. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke abụrụ onye ị ga-emejọ. Maka na gịnị? Ana m eji ọfọ ahụ bụkwa na eziokwu nke m na-eme nkwụba aka m ọtọ. Nke m na-eme nkwụba aka m ọsọ. He said, he is our own flesh and blood. His brothers agreed. His brothers did what? They agreed. So when the Midianite merchant came by, his brother pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelite, who took him to Egypt. You know the end of the story. You know the end of the story. You know the end of the story. Now, let me present to you what I call IPOB Autopilot Media Team emergency meeting against Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, the people that I call my own brothers. On the 19th of July 2022, the people that I call my own brothers, this is where Pastor Livingstone could have been a very great man, but because of this, he bowed for pressure. He bowed for pressure. I want you to listen. Get me to off, man. Because pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to this very exposition in order to make sure that things are working fine. Because once you see cancer, I cut one off. I cut one off. A matter that he himself should have handled this very issue, called for a panel meeting because he was involved as an elder. He was involved as a man of God. This is to tell you that those that call themselves men of God, they are not men of God. They are not. Those that call themselves men of God, they are not. Unless only few. I repeat, those that call themselves men of God, they are not. Only but few. Only but few. Only but few. And Pastor Livingstone, Okonkwo, Simon Epka, Azuka, Gaddafi, Biafra 247, and Sonny Akparawa. These are the people that put hands together in order to sell their own brother because of envy and jealous.
That's why I call Pastor Livingstone. Let Pastor Livingstone say what he wanted to say, because he, first of all, made an appeal that there's something you want to say. He was asked where. He said here in this platform. So, Pastor Livingstone, I think, let me give you first 3 minutes.
The person you are hearing his voice, the one that I called him agent of MF5, agent of M5, this secret agent in British, the one that is called Gaddafi. He is the one. They have already planned this evil. They have already planned this very evil. Simon is behind, listening to every conversation. Omar are there on the side, listening to every conversation. And immediately, Emeka Livingstone want to say, I already know what you want to say. I suggest that the people involved, including Simon, Azuka, we all have to sit together and then discuss about this issue. But they bent because they have already made up their mind. This is just the beginning. This exposition is just the beginning. Now sit back and listen. Sit back and listen.
That's why I call Pastor Livingstone. Let Pastor Livingstone say what he wanted to say, because he first of all made an appeal that there's something he want to say. He was asked where. He said here in this platform. So, Pastor Livingstone, I think, let me give you first 3 minutes. Use our head and know. What do you have to say, sir?
Okay. I think Odinkemma knows what I want to say. That was why he was opting for a bigger platform to discuss this issue. And I think it's making sense, because he has just lifted the bar to be beyond what we can discuss as a platform and make decisions. So I think I agree with Odinkemma there, that this platform can, as well, someone in meeting, whereby one will be there, Simon Epka on this platform, and then we discuss. After all, it is these three groups that are pivotal.
Please don't interrupt him, my brother.
It is these three groups that are pivotal to the Biafra success. Simon Epka as a person, Umar as a group, Autopilot Media as another people. They are very pivotal to this success of the Biafra project. So if Odinkemma is saying that, I think they should. We should try and get them together and let's talk.
Pastor Livingstone, when Odinkemma said he knows what he wants to say, he said he has
Gaddafi,
an invitation to
there is no objection on this. It has gone beyond where invitation. Now he raised this topic before you.
Excuse Odinkemma, I'm coordinating this meeting, please.
I say, my brother. I say, my brother, there is no objection on this. We are talking about Biafra restoration.
I want to say something. I'm making a statement. You said,
allow him talk. Allow him, let him make his story. Let's hear it.
You said that you invited Pastor Livingstone to sit in the committee of people that see men on ground.
Yes.
You invited him.
Yes.
Then when he said what he said, you now start calling that you are initiating a meeting. I said, if there will be a meeting between media team and the committee of people see overseas men on ground, I said, either Omada invite us or Simon, the spokesperson of Biafra, invite us.
My brother,
cannot.
Pastor Livingstone is in the middle. Pastor Livingstone, he is the peace man on this issue. The reason why I involved him and the other comrade.
Procedure of doing things. You cannot invite us a meeting, you as a person. If they want to invite us a meeting,
he will do the job. Allow him to do the job. Allow him to do the job. It is not about Simon as a person or Umwada as a group. We are talking about collective effort. If you don't want to be a part of it,
very good. But follow a right channel, or Odinkemma, follow a right channel. You cannot initiate a meeting, invite people on the committee, invite media team to go and meet Simon them. No. I refuse that.
You don't know this issue. This issue.
Listen, hold on.
This issue. Biafra is on the line.
Hold on.
I did not say we cannot attend the meeting, but let's put a right channel to invite that meeting.
Biafra restoration is on the line, and we need to collectively. And this will be opportunity for you to also. Okay. I did not run. It was Pastor Livingstone that brought this issue here.
Maybe we should close this meeting because people don't want to listen to people. It's not working. This thing should be isolated. Yes. What you are saying is different from what I am saying. Listen, Odinkemma summoning a meeting is different from what I'm saying.
Good.
Odinkemma is saying that what I want to ask you, we want a situation where a meeting will be summoned. It has nothing to do with security of ESN. But in the course of discussion, that may come in. We are discussing something general, but of very, very crucial importance. That is what I'm saying.
He said,
so you have to isolate things.
He said,
that's number one. Listen,
my brother.
Don't conclude that Odinkemma wants to summon a meeting. We can tell him, okay, Emeka, we are going to summon a meeting and let's discuss. Odinkemma is not going to summon any meeting. He can't do it. Emeka, he has to wait. We have heard what he has said. Okay, let's summon a meeting. And then, since he knows what I want to do,
your time is up.
Emeka,
Sonny Akparawa.
Emeka, you're the one complicating it. Because okay, you should go ahead and I've been talking. I'm not talking again. I'm just listening to you guys. It's just a kind of why I said you're the one. You people have monopoly of understanding and ideas, and I don't want to borrow anybody. No, you go ahead. I'm listening to you guys. Whatever you decide is fine by me. It's not about quarreling, or it's not about monopoly of understanding. It's not about monopoly of decisions. It's about this man raised an issue. You came in, you said you have a question for Odinkemma. Odinkemma now started escalating without you even having the mic. We say, Odinkemma, wait. Now we now give you the mic. We say, Mazi Emeka, now tell us that thing that you wanted to say, which Odinkemma presumed he understood what you wanted to say. So that is why we want to hear what you wanted to say. Just a brief of it, then we then know the next thing to say. We did not say you should start escalating the whole issue or tell us who have power to hold meeting or who does not have power. Tell us what you wanted to say because you are the one that said, I have a question for Odinkemma in this forum. So Odinkemma now does not have the right to tell you, don't ask him that question here. So you now tell us because you raised the question in this general.
Sonny, that become injustice. The competent parties have to be involved. Now that you have heard about it, you all have to also be involved.
We have not heard about.
Simple. But because that they have already planned against Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, this was on the 19th. This was on the 19th. This is how they ganged up. You know what I'm saying now? This is how they ganged up. What stops the competent party to be involved? What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? Because they're afraid of truth. They are afraid of truth. This is how they sold me before the Biafrans. Let's continue.
We have not heard about it.
When I say heard about it, I mean by Pastor Livingstone. Pastor Livingstone that Odinkemma, don't go. I want to talk to you in this platform. That is what I mean by hearing about it. And I know what he wants to talk. If Pastor Livingstone has not been cornered to tell him all manner of bullshit against Mazi Odinkemma, and then force Mazi Odinkemma to come before the media team why they are somewhere listening to every conversation. Did you see? This is how it happened on the Genesis 37:12-28. They gang up and sold their own brother. If I am close to them, 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 believe you me honestly, they are going to give themselves poison out of jealousy. Out of jealousy. Out of envy. We say that we are fighting for freedom. But then you have evil mind against your own brother. You gang up against your own brother. And this is just a point of contact because a lot of the Biafrans have faced this kind of thing. A lot of people that have been labeled allegations. If you do a thorough investigation, you are going to find out that what they were accused of is nothing but a lie. What stops you? What stops you? KD, what stops you? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What stops them? Sonny is there. He had the information. They've already planned against Odinkemma. Okonkwo is there. They have already planned against Odinkemma. 247 is there. Livingstone is there. Livingstone and who else? Gaddafi. They have already planned against Mazi Odinkemma with Omwada and Simon. And I said, this very issue that I want to talk about here, the competent party have to be involved. This is what Onyendu say, that if there is any issue, there will be, that issue must be resolved on the conflict resolution committee, which is nothing but panel. Maka nwanne na nwanne bịa na-enwe okwu. Gịnị ka a ga-eme? Ekpe nye ekpe. Ọ bụrụ ikpe mmadụ ikpeazụ. Ikpe se mmadụ ikpeazụ. You see that you have not achieved anything. Then the next thing that they did is to go online and lie to Biafrans. This exposition is just beginning. Because each and every one of them, it is going to be debunked and with the proof for you to see. For you to see. All those lies that they lied against me. Are these kind of people the people that are going to give us Biafra? Are these kind of people that are going to give us Biafra? That is why I said, what DOS have done, even the autopilot they have even done worse. That a whole executive, if I may use this word, gang up against one person, and they could not be able to succeed. What they did is to rush online to go and lie to Biafrans. They went online to lie to Biafrans. And that lie had been going about for over a year to 4 to 5 months now. Let's continue. Let us continue. Let us continue. Talk about. So now that you know that you want to talk.
We don't know. Allow him to talk first so that we know. You presume.
No, we cannot discuss this issue here.
We don't know anything.
We cannot. Madam Azuka have to be.
Listen, I wanted to discuss this thing at our level here. But like I told you earlier, Odinkemma raised the bar. And by raising the bar, that automatically makes me to concede to a higher authority. Let us bring
them in and hear what I have to say, which Odinkemma.
You see? Very simple. Very simple. Very simple. This is where I say that Pastor Livingstone, he failed Biafrans. So you can't go online preaching to Biafrans, quoting quotation. I have given you a quotation to quote, to read to Biafrans. Genesis 37, 12 to 28. The same thing goes to Emeka, Mazi Okonkwo. Go and read it, complete it, for you to see your hypocrisy, how you gang up to say your own brother before Biafrans. So if I am close to you, if you can be able to do this, that is to say, poison. That is factual truth. If you can be able to do this, gang up against your own brother. Against your own brother. That means you can do what? You can also kill your own brother. So the option that you have is to use social media to paint him black. But you cannot paint me black. Amube onye get painting black. Amube onye get painting black.
I want to keep you something. I want to keep you something because when we're doing something, we have to monitor you.
This is Austin Okonkwo speaking. I want you to listen. One of their fear. I want you to listen. One of their fear. And one of their fear is this, that Mazi Odinkemma is straightforward. And if I am saying things or analyzing it, it is always going according to the line, the way it should be, that even uneducated person will understand what I'm talking about. Listen to what he said.
You see, Odinkemma have a way of presenting things.
You see? Odinkemma have a way of presenting things. If they are not afraid of Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, why won't they? They have seen, not that Odinkemma is running around, that he doesn't want to discuss that thing. I want you to pay attention. For all the lies they have been telling you, all the lies that they have been telling you, let them present evidence. Let them present all the lies. He said that the way Odinkemma presents things, because it's Jimofo. Listen to what he said. Listen to what he said.
Odinkemma raised the bar. And by raising the bar, that automatically makes me to concede to a higher authority. Let us bring them in and hear what I have to say, which Odinkemma.
What is the difference with the system of Nigerian government? What is the system? What is different between the Nigerian system today that we are crying, exposing Nigerian government of injustice? Because this is an injustice. Somebody who is supposed to be there to discuss about this very issue, or the group of people that are supposed to be there, you brought a complaint, you lie against a fellow brother, and then that brother was summoned behind the people that are supposed to be there, but they are there listening. They are there listening. They are there listening to every conversation, but they don't want to come. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? I am not running away. Till tomorrow, I am not running away. But why? That is why when I say that you cannot be following people that are full of lies. Anything that these individuals tell you up from today, know it that it is not truth. It is not true. They are lying because what they are doing behind closed doors, you don't know it. They will do something and come out to tell you another thing. Who tell you that Biafra is going to come that way? Who tell you that Biafra is going to come that way? They will do something behind and come out in public to tell you another thing. Let's listen.
I want to shoot you something because when we're doing something, we have to monitor it. You see, Odinkemma have a way of presenting faith, and he must be very careful with it. He must control his gesture. No.
You see? They are afraid of Mazi Odinkemma. They are afraid of Mazi Odinkemma. But I am not afraid of anybody. I am not afraid of anybody. If I want to imagine where this movement could have been by now. Imagine where this movement will be by now. So the people who are lying to you, they lie to you morning, afternoon, night, and you are believing them. This is number one proof. Some of you are saying, Odinkemma, give us more proof, give us more proof, give us more evidence. Now you are saying it. Now you are saying it. Let's continue.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. When my level of patience shows my discipline and wisdom. You think I can't sit down, lift Odinkemma and begin to tackle him? The point is, you give somebody the benefit of the doubt.
Simple. But did they later lure him? That is the reason why that they could be able to embarrass him, lie against him. That is the reason why that they do what they lie against him, because when he's supposed to do something in truth and honesty, without sabotaging that very thing, with every evidence that I presented to him, for him to see to this very matter so that we can settle this very issue as brothers and sisters. But they lure him. That is why he could not be able to do anything. Are you hearing his voice? How many people, if he owns a live program, all he will be receiving there is so many insults. It is because of this. You gang up to say your own brother. What about Okonkwo? These are the people that gang up. Where is he today? Where is he today? That is why for you to see that the person you see today as your brother might be your enemy tomorrow. The person that you see or you talk highly of. Because I remember when I started this very media, I don't know anything about media. Even if it's only 2 people that are watching me, I don't care. It was him, this Okonkwo, that said to me, do this, do this, do this, do this. And I did as he directed. I used to speak highly of him. But look at it now. Where he needed most for him to stand, you left DOS. You accused DOS that they do this and they did that. We all agreed that they did not pick up their responsibility as the father to put the house together. We all agreed. And we say, let us form this so that we can be able to move ahead. At least by now, all of us would go back together, because I cannot stay in a divided house unless if that brother or that sister don't want peace, because I'm a man of peace. By now, we would have been in one. We will be preaching to them, exposing them, preaching to them, exposing them, preaching to them at the same time. Because you cannot be preaching to the Southeast politicians for them to repent Whereas your own brothers in the same agitation are fighting and working with the politicians, we also have to preach to them. By now, we could have known where we are today. But because that very selfish greediness, envy, then why don't you stay with DOS? Why don't you stay with DOS? You could have stayed with DOS. The same thing that you did, that you accused them of, is the same thing that you're doing. It is the same thing that you're doing. You accuse them this, and the same thing that I am accusing you right now. And on top of that, bringing evidences. You come to online to lie against Biafra. Because when you lie against me, you lie against Biafrans. Look at it. Let's continue.
When Odinkemma is talking, for heaven's sake, people should just listen to him. Even if he's talking off point, he has 3 minutes. When he finishes talking, then you now, with the next person that's going to talk to answer him, we'll begin to, cut down those things he talked, disprove them. Not when he's still talking, somebody's interrupting him and telling him that his mindset is going towards the wrong direction. It is building up animosity.
You see, it is because they have already planned this. They have already planned it. That's the reason why I say that. That is the reason why Emeka Livingstone, they can be able to lie against him. Say that he did this and because he cannot do anything. Where he was needed to speak the truth, to stand on the truth. Even if they are going to lie against myself, himself, and Mazi Chidozie, let it be so. Let it be so. But his integrity, imagine if the members of his church get this very message. Imagine if the members of his church, if the members of the church of Austin Okonkwo will get this very message from the beginning to the end and listen to this very message. How do you think that they will be looking at them? Because these are the people that carry Bible in head. Ndị bụ Bible n'isi. My beloved 247. Hanchani de bunde bu Bible n'isi. Imagine each and every one of them, that church that they are going. Sonny Akparawa, Austin Okonkwo, Gaddafi. I call that one agent of MI5. That is, you say you are acting like agent of MI5. Maka na ata na abu nwanne gi n'obi ka odole ya na mma fa na ata na abu posi ganya. I called him that he behaved like agent of MI5. Or if I told him in his face, you behave like agent of MI5. I told him that you behave like agent of MI5. This is what I told him. Imagine if this message will get to their pastor where they go to church. Biafra 247. Emeka Livingstone. The Gaddafi. Austin Okonkwo. Sonny Akparawa. Azuka. Imagine if this message will get to their congregation or one of their congregation and say to you, look at what your member or the person you hold dearly or you respect so much, look at what they conspired against their own fellow brothers. And these are the people that say that they are fighting for Biafra to separate themselves from Nigeria. And this is what they planned against their own brother, a fellow freedom fighters. A fellow freedom fighter. Now listen.
Just like that's what I'm saying. As I'm talking, somebody else is talking. Please, as I'm talking, somebody else is talking.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, yes.
Back, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you have another media team that you created aside from this very one that we are in here now?
No. Don't have any media team. Why would I?
Which audio did you post on the platform here?
Audio. Okay. Okay. That is the same person that is working on Mazi Simon Epka broadcast to make it on audio. It is called Biafra Media Warrior. Did you see? This is part of their grievances against Mazi Odinkemma. A group that is called Biafra Media Warrior. This group of people organize themselves. Quick Papa Ejima is one of the admin. And there is one that they call Sumudu. Anytime that Simon did a program, he will put it on audio. He will introduce himself. He goes by name Sumudu. As they put me in that very group, as they put me in that very group, once they share, I forward it to everybody. He said, my goodness, who has that audio? Who has that audio? As if that the audio in question, it's not about Biafra. That is the reason why I said to you, the people that you are listening, they are not fighting for Biafra in truth and honesty. Because the message there is a message of Simon Epka. He will take his time, download it on the audio, transfer it on WhatsApp, make introduction, and then share it for everybody to get it. Did you see one of their jealousy? That is why I said, if this message will get to their members' churches, Marisha, Emeka, Livingstone, and Okonkwo, you say you are fighting for Biafra. I posted an audio. And then your mind is that Odinkemma. And these are the things that they have already concocted in their mind, put it against Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim. But we are preaching the gospel. We are fighting for the Biafran freedom. The audio in question is a program of Mazi Simon Epka. That is his program. That is his program. That is his program. The same person also do so many, not only Simon Epka. Anybody that is doing what, including mine, he will put it on his own platform, on audio to share it. Now, these are the things. Pay attention. Just pay attention. This Biafra Media Warrior, they have been on existence right from when DJ Rezo removed himself. So each time DJ Rezo on a live broadcast on that is of human rights or whatever, they go in group to be attacking him. So also this woman, that Benin woman, that fair woman that was fighting against Autopilot, they go in a group to be fighting those people. So now they now decided to now form to form a WhatsApp group. You understand? So okay, so it's one of the admin. It's one of the admin. He is also working on Mazi Simon Epka program. You understand? Which if you also want to join, you just come, you introduce yourself, then you can also join. Did you see? If you also want to join, Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this, please. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. Let me refresh this. You see? I want you to see. By all means, they don't want Mazi Odinkemma. They don't want Mazi Odinkemma. They want to make sure that Mazi Odinkemma, they have gotten what they wanted from Mazi Odinkemma, which is the contact of the Eastern Security Network that I retrieved from China somewhere. That is all they wanted, because they have a plan. They have a plan. They have a plan. So they don't need Mazi Odinkemma anymore, because Mazi Odinkemma is too honest. Mazi Odinkemma is too truthful. Mazi Odinkemma is not compromised and will never be compromised. Mazi Odinkemma will not be a party where evil will be discussed. Mazi Odinkemma is the example of whiter than white and whiter than snow. Program in question is the program of Simon Epka. That is the program. He will put it sumudu if you are watching. Because I said, when I was starting this very program, those in a replicant of Reuben in this Genesis chapter 37, 12, 28. Because I know there are many of you that are going to begin to reason and see that everything that they have told you against Mazi Odinkemma was all lies upon lies. And if these people were opportune to give poison to themselves, they will do that. If they were opportune to give poison to themselves, they are going to do that. Look at the kind of mindset. Look at the kind of mindset. That is why I say, who among you is that Reuben? Who among you is that Reuben? That Reuben. Who among you is that Reuben? Who among you is that Reuben? And they target that is Odinkemma that have the media. That Odinkemma created his own media. That Odinkemma have his own media. If I have my own media, by the way, is that a problem? That I want us to begin to reason this for you to see the kind of hypocrisy. The kind of hypocrisy. If Odinkemma have his own media, I have my media already. If I have a WhatsApp group media, what is the problem? Were Simon not asked by Chinas and Nwankwo Chike Dozen to close down his own platform, Enter Biafra, before he can be able to broadcast on Radio Biafra? Did he agree? I am asking a question. Was Simon not asked to close down his own platform in order to broadcast on Radio Biafra? Did he agree? We all kicked against it. Because as strong as we are concerned, the Nigerian government mapped out $30 billion to make sure that nothing about Biafra is going viral. So we need to create the awareness by ourselves. So it doesn't make sense that you ask another brother to close down his media platform for him to have access. It doesn't make sense to me. Because we are talking about common sense here. But now, you are presuming and accusing a brother that he has his own media. That he has his own media. And now he is now telling you that this very issue of media, the first matter has been ended because they have already concluded. When that very meeting ended, Simon began to write rubbish that he want to present on that 19th of 19th of July 2022. Now they enter another phase that I created my own media. And there he lied. There he lied. Now these people. Mmadụ gụnụ ya na-abụ na-achọ ka ife. Ichie na gụnụ ya na-abụ Job ufu obi wee na-achọ ife. Ị mara ya nwere onwe na-achọ ife ọzọ. Ị mara na ya nwere onwe na-achọ ife ọzọ. Let's listen. Okay, it's not my media. Why will I form another media for what now? You see that thing?
Okay.
You see? And yet they went ahead though. They are looking for something. They are looking for something to hold Mazi Odinkemma accountable. They are looking for something to paint Mazi Odinkemma black. They are looking for something to paint Mazi Odinkemma black. I did not create any media. The voice note in question mostly are broadcasts from Mazi Simon Epka, preaching for the gospel of Biafra. Then I am sharing it just like every other person is sharing it. That becomes their problem. Because their mindset were never clean from the onset. Their mindset were never clean from the onset. All they needed is the contact of Eastern Security Network. I retrieved from Simon from China Samoro. That is all they needed. So they have gotten what they want. They have gotten what they want. We are going to take it step by step. After finishing this program, next time we enter another section of exposition. Because at the end, they must understand and they must bow to the truth. They must bow to the truth. Because the eyes of the Biafrans are going to open. Let's continue.
Odinkemma, don't worry, you've answered. Let's ask you another question. Based on what the information we're getting now.
Did you listen to that? Based on the information that they are getting now, they have forwarded them something. They have forwarded them something. Simon forwarded something. Or Azuka forwarded something. Because they wanted something against Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke. They needed something. They are so desperate. 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 So desperate. They are 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 so desperate. DOS asked you to shut down your own. You said no. Now, you don't want another person. You see, this is the reason why I said he undercut everything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He undercut everything in order to form, but it can never happen under my watch. You see this truth? I will be exposing this truth little by little, little by little. This is not holding a personal grudge against anybody. This is about the Biafra restoration. This is about Biafra restoration. He cannot hijack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not possible. That is why this very truth will be sinking even onto the men on the ground. Because they have lied against Mazi Odinkemma before them. They have lied against Mazi Chidoziem against before them. But they're getting the message. They are getting the message. Unless, are you going to stop them not using? Are you going to stop them not using an Android phone? What I said, they should stop posting anything online. This is what I said. Are you going to deprive them not to have access to Android phone? This is the question I'm asking you, Simon. Are you going to stop them? Are you going to stop them not to be using Android phone so that they will not get the message, they will not get the truth? That is a question. It is a question. But they are listening. They are listening. They are listening. You think they're not listening? They are listening to the truth. They are listening. Biafrans are listening. This message is going to penetrate. It is going to penetrate. It is going to penetrate. Because I'm here to dismantle all these lies. For you to turn back from your evil ways and then face the reality, which is truth, and embrace peace. You lie against your own brother. You connive with the people that I call my own siblings. IPOB one family. The people that I call my own family. You connive against somebody just to have your way. Where are you today?
Did you form WhatsApp groups apart from the Autopilot Media WhatsApp group that we have? Did you form any other WhatsApp group in other nations and countries? And if you did, by whose permission? Who and who did you inform before doing it? Because to work under authority.
Now, this is what another one. This one now is another one. Now, I am going to show you something because I am going to show you something. I am going to show you something. You remember that Simon came on the social media on the 19th and lied to Biafrans that Odinkemma opened a WhatsApp group, asked Biafrans to be contributing money, that everything that I'm doing is criminality. And they made sure that this very message, that very portion, it was circulated. It was circulated all across the world. They make sure that that message was circulated all across the world. Now, let me take you to the fundraising on the 16th. On the 16th of July 2022. Let me take you there. This is a fundraising on the 16th of July 2022. And here, the South African pleaded with Simon Epka that he should collect that very WhatsApp group that I helped them to open so that he can put it in his own platform to generate more traffic of the Biafrans so that they can be able to be donating for the Eastern Security Network. There, I told Simon, it is not only that very WhatsApp group. He now told me to share it with all the media. And as was directed, I did what? I posted it. Makanagene, if I make on a gaga. All the money from that was generated through that very WhatsApp group. Just like World Information. On the 16th, World Information donated 1,000. And every money went to the official website, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. But you will not see this one. They will not circulate it. But I'm here to show you. I am here to show you. I am here to show you.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Simon. And my friends, Odinkemma and the rest of them, Chichi. Okay, today I am donating $1,000.
Wow!
Wow! Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, thank you. How much you going in the people?
Christopher, your mic is not on. Can you on your mic from me?
Man, we know the grill.
I don't know where, there's been a lot of problem with this connection and all that, but we're going to continue. So, Christopher Uchenna, your mic is not on. So we go to, as we are waiting for you to on your mic, Christopher Uchenna, we go to Autopilot South Africa.
Now, Autopilot South Africa, I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay very good attention. This is one of the group that contacted me and said to Mazi Odinkemma, do you know, because one thing with me, I pick calls. So these are part of the envy and jealousy that they have against me. I pick calls. I respond to people. I have my own private life. I have my own private line. But the one that I dedicated to Biafra, I always pick my call and respond to people. Before this very fundraising, I received a call. And they said to me, how can they join a group? Not just South Africa. How can they join Autopilot WhatsApp group? I want you to pay attention. You have mindset to fight for the freedom in truth and honesty. Whereas they themselves have something else in their mind. They themselves have something else in their mind. I repeat, the people that you are fighting, thinking that you are fighting the same thing, to get the same thing, but they themselves have different thing in their mindset. I want you to pay attention. Each and every one of us are doing everything humanly possible in order to contribute and do what we can to support the very movement in truth and honesty. And I brought something on the table because of the benefit that I'm picking people's call. I pick Biafran's call. They call me, they complain. How can they join group of Autopilot in their various countries? I responded to them and said to them, I don't know anyone. No. But what we can do is to open a group. And as I'm saying it, another idea came. We opened 2 WhatsApp groups. Those of you in the countries that are involved are part of those people that are going to stand for the truth, because you know that things are not going the way it's supposed to be. You cannot be following lies. It is high time for you to say enough is enough. It is high time for you to say enough is enough. It is high time. It is high time. It is high time. They say, how can they join group? I say to them, I don't know. But what we can do is to open 2 groups. We put one on social media, advertise it. Then you pick people from your countries who are going to be admin. Then monitor the way things are going there. Those who are talking about to support our gallant men on the ground, you pick them and put them in the other group. Then anytime somebody somewhere come up and say that there is already existing group, then we are going to close that one. We are going to close that one so that you can join the other one. Then the one on social media is where we bring people. But because nine of our choice, I brought the same thing. And this is how it's been done, including South Africa. As if that Okikabiama knows that today will happen. That South Africa come up and say and pleaded with Simon to say to him that please he should take the link from Mazi Odinkemma because he have more traffic, he have more followers than Mazi Odinkemma, so that he can generate a lot of people. And there, I told him that it is not only South Africa, but there are other groups. He said to me there, now share it to the media. I want you to pay attention. Then when we come back to the voice note, the secret meeting that they gang against Mazi Odinkemma, for you to do what? To now put it together, then go back to the so-called national broadcast that he lied to Biafrans. He lied to Biafrans. Now go back and reason what he told you there. Because they make sure that that very broadcast go viral. Go back and reason what he told you there. Now, combine it with the voice note that we are listening. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. Because one thing with our people, we lack the sense of reasoning. I don't know if my voice is coming out clear. I don't know if my voice is coming out clear. And that is how we've been able to raise groups out of their jealous and envy. They say that Odinkemma, he is doing something marvelous. Odinkemma is going to put sand in our gari because they have something. They have something. They have something. They have something in back of their mind. And those things are beginning to come out now. It begins to come out gradually, gradually. All the money that was donated, I announced them. I announced them. You can go and search for it. Fundraising made on the 16th of July, 2022. Then after 3 days, they gang up against Mazi Odinkemma. Kampulu Bosiato Galo. Kafa gang up against me. The program was done on the 16th. Now they have seen it the way that Odinkemma is going. He is going to spoil a lot of things for us. We are not going to achieve our goals. Let us do something fast. If we cannot get in, let us sell him before Biafrans. All the money. South Africa Autopilot WhatsApp group donated 550. I am telling you, when you go and see what that very video, you are going to see it. South Africa WhatsApp group, they donated $550 for Eastern Security Network fundraising on that 16th of July 2022. The IPOB Germany Signal Group, we donated 1,000. 1,000. I want you to be paying attention. Now, Indian group, $100. Ivory Coast, 250. This Biafra media warrior that is getting them crazy. This Biafra media warrior, they generated $750. This Biafra media warrior generated $750. I don't even know what I'm saying now. So they have seen the way that Odinkemma is making wave making wave. All this money was sent to the website. Now, listen, to see that what you see on social media is not what is happening on the behind. Watch it. This is on a live presentation. This is on a live presentation. You also say now, they come to you, and some of you don't pay attention. Some of you don't pay attention. You don't pay attention. You don't pay attention. This is live. This is live. I'm Michiko bear me witness because we have the evidence. Now listen.
As we are waiting for you to on your mic, Christopher Uchenna, we go to Autopilot South Africa.
Did you hear that? Autopilot South Africa. Autopilot Guinea, South Africa.
Autopilot South Africa, unmute yourself. Autopilot South Africa, unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself again. Am I coming out now? I'm coming out very clear. Very well. Very well. Hello? Hello, I can hear you right on. Okay, I greet you all.
This meeting is being recorded.
I greet you all, especially Umada, all Agwalo Muwekena this time around, all Unogachiti. I want just a minute or two. I just want to make one request. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim, you already have the link. I will also request.
Did you hear that? This is one of the people. If I let this man is one of the people that need to come out. You need to begin to do work. He said, Mazi Odinkemma already have the link. And what he's here to do is, as we discussed, that he's going to announce it. He is going to announce the money that they pay. $550. Mazi Odinkemma already have the link. I want you to pay attention.
Nkemdilim, you already have the link. I just want to make one request. Mazi,
you want to make one request. So for you to see what they tell you in social media, it is not exactly what is going on. You need to follow the truth.
Odinkemma Nkemdilim, you already have the link. I will also request that during your broadcast and Simon's broadcast, you share the link to our WhatsApp forum.
Did you hear that? He requested, because we are fighting for the same thing. And the same mindset is going. And each and every one of them, including the Afrans that are watching, are very pleased. The way I put up that very organized team with the ability Chukwukaba gave to me to raise funds for the Eastern Security Network. And we are ready to do more. But they cannot, because they have something behind their closet. This was on the 16th of July. Then after 3 days, they came out and they lied to Biafrans. They came out to lie to Biafrans. Listen.
Broadcast, you share the link to our WhatsApp forum, because a lot of people here are looking for how to reach us, but they don't have our contact details. And
did you hear that? Was it not the same thing? I was the one that suggested this. Because I pick call. Biafran support me pick call. And we discuss. So he is very, very so much jealousy about Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke. So they are ready to do everything humanly possible. I pick call. You don't pick call. Before now, I have been saying that Mazi Simon is not picking his call. You need to be picking your call. Some of you will come to social media, he's busy, he's busy, he's busy, he's busy. A freedom fighter is a freedom fighter, is a volunteer. Now, the person that is picking call, responding to people, responding to Biafrans, if there is any urgent need that need to be done, and yet you are jealousing that very person. If this man or babe, they called me and I did not pick, would we have gotten this very progress? That is a question. So you need to go back to asking questions. You need to go back to asking questions. After this very exposition, a lot of things is going to change. Because this way is just mbido. After this exposition, a lot of things, because there must be peace. We must get Biafra in truth and honesty. We must get Biafra in truth and honesty. It's a must. It is a must. We must get Biafra in truth and honesty. South Africa requested that their link, and somebody is somewhere, they have already drafted something. They have drafted something, and then say, we just received information now. Did you create any WhatsApp group outside of Autopilot? Because we have to constitute the higher authority. But I say to you that this issue that you want to discuss there, you are not supposed to talk about. The people in question need to be involved. Which have to do with the Eastern Security Network. But they just see the grace is too much. Some of you know just some of you know just the grace is too much. The ability is too much. The ability is too much. All the too much. All the too much. The ability is too much. It is too much. All the too much. All the too much. Ya mean you will say, "Ina asi na Odinkemma mepela account. Gwa Biafrans. Sefa generate niego. Provide the evidence that Odinkemma open an account. At least the people that you say that Odinkemma, these are the questions that you have to ask. You say that Odinkemma open an account. Provide it to us. The people that are paying the money into the account Odinkemma opened, let them present themselves. Let them present themselves. Present the receipt. Let them. It is very easy to trace. If it is before 16th of July 2022, so let's just say 10 days backward, you get the result. So let them go and get it. Let them go and get it. But it's all like where in the Genesis chapter 37, from verse 12 to 28, when the brothers of Joseph sold, they wanted to kill him. So if these people had an opportunity, they would have given themselves poison. I can never chip poison. That is why you now okika bia makwado before I'm putting Jan stay now for them. Okwadolo makwado. And main US anything abonable official. My data can go see you. You are not going to see it. You are not going to see it. Because Chuko okika bia makuchilum. What beginning? Okuchilum. I'm not telling you now. Okuchilum. I want you to pay attention. Somebody is asking me in the WhatsApp group where they had a meeting. They gang up a meeting against Odinkemma. That we heard that he opened a WhatsApp group against. It is the same man I said, though. We need to take this matter. This matter is beyond you. Let me refresh. Let me refresh. I told them this matter, Kalelga. Where is Austin Okonkwo? Oh, we'll give a banime. You cannot hear his voice again until he come out to confess. Any day you see Austin Okonkwo come out to confess, then you see he will automatically redeem himself. Any day you see Akparawa, because each and every one of them are facing many things in their lives. from A to Z. Each and every one of them, they are facing one thing or the other in their life. As I'm talking to you, each and every one of them, gradually. Where is Azuka? Where is she? The almighty Azuka, where is she? Each and every one of them are facing one or two things. Where is she? We must get Biafra in truth and honesty. We must get Biafra in truth and honesty. Let me refresh, please. Let me refresh. Now, listen, because it's very, very important.
I want just a minute or two. I just want to make one request. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim, you already have the link. I will also request that during your broadcast and Simon's broadcast, you share the link to our WhatsApp forum, because a lot of people here are looking for how to reach us, but they don't have our contact details, and 80% of them follow Simon. So when I talk to them, what they will ask you is it IPOB or Simon own? So they want to confirm, and you know how our people are. Once they trust you, you become a brand. They follow you. Yes. So Simon, please, you will help us even during your broadcast, because most of the time they are busy on YouTube watching. So please share that our WhatsApp link in your broadcast, please. Mazi Odinkemma already have it.
Did you hear that? And he said that I will. Now listen to what Simon said. He said that I should share that WhatsApp. I should share that very WhatsApp to the media team. And I told him, even though my mic did not come out, I told him that it is not only South Africa. I begin to list the names of the group. And then after I made that very announcement, all of them were saying, wow, hey, wow. Because it is something that is needed to support the struggle. They were saying, wow. Just listen. Let me take it a little bit back, because very, very important.
So please share that our WhatsApp link in your broadcast, please. Mazi Odinkemma already have it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Without taking much of without taking.
Now, some of you, before we continue, before Anyaganiru, did you hear him? This is the South African, one of the South Africa, that we rub mind together to open this in order to help the struggle. And he called in to request. He's going to make his announcement to $550. He called in to request personally. And then he said he will. Then he came out to tell you that Odinkemma open group, asking people to donate money. So you need to ask him, let him provide the evidence that Odinkemma open an account. At least from there, he will get my data. This is just a common sense. From there, you people will know my data. Those of you who are looking for where Mazi Odinkemma come from, where Mazi Odinkemma come from, with this opportunity, you are going to know where Mazi Odinkemma go, because Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke no na-enye nsogbu. O na-enye nsogbu n'eziokwu. Anyị chọrọ ka anyị mara ebe o si. So you need to ask him. You need to ask Simon. Say, let him provide to you the information. Adadioramma. What Simon saying, ya provide the account detail. account details Odinkemma mepelu and the receipt ndị mmadụ ji wee kwụọ ụgwọ, the statement of account. On the 16th of July 2022 came out this very program. And another from 1st to 16th, people would get prepared in order to make the announcement. They will get prepared to make the announcement. They will get prepared to make the announcement. So they have the receipt. They have the bank details of Mazi Odinkemma opening an account. So you need to ask him. Adadio Ramma go kan nawa. Ibo onye ordinana. Ibo onye ordinana. Ibo onye ordinana. Adadio Ramma go kan nawa. You need to ask him. Sanya provide the account details of Mazi Odinkemma because he may be Mazi Odinkemma. Ya provide the people provide the receipt. Let them provide the receipt. Because if I but the person who born in South Africa request to look at the link, make sure you no lose Simon, which is if I na no. Or if I na onye anyuta mamle ogbo ofufu enwe ike push if I na-eme. Obu na obura obi ofu. Obu na obura obi ofu nu juwe na achieve. Do you know where would have been by now? Obi ofu anyuku from Fojuapa. Obu na oburo ya. Do you know where would have been by now? DOS will have no other choice to join us because I am going to be one of the people that are going to preach to them. Whatever evil that they have committed against the struggle, once they see that we are in unity and we are moving forward, doing those things that we promised the Afghans that we are going to do, they will have no other choice. But you must accept, I can never ever bow to you. It is not possible. Some of you are but I say, Odinkemma, go and beg Simon Epka. You cannot get me through by Simon Epka. Go and beg Simon Epka. You cannot get me through Simon Epka. That is the only thing. Beg him and beg Madam Azuka. This is from Blessing Wilson. Mbayando. Even whether than what more that's important is Biafra. That it has gotten to a stage, but a new generation now, but it will go astianwa. We megini, we na agwafa, na agwafa. As the thing never sink. And only made this movement affect. Only made this very movement affect. Imagine where we would have been. A year and 5 months now. 1 year and 5 months. Now, by now. Mazin Nam the kind of goal by now. DOS Kalimegeni, he acknowledged their mistake because I am going to be one of the people that are going to preach. They are our brothers. Febido mebegeni mebe nkoma. Febido mebe nkoma because kaine preach ilu the politicians. Was it not you, Andrew Simon, recently? After Peter Obi lose, you are preaching to Peter Obi obedient. Now that you've seen that you have lost in the court, come now and join Biafra. Don't you know that those people, majority of the people who are obedient are IPOB? Majority of them are those ones that you refer as saboteurs. If you don't know, let me tell you. Come on, never any question. It will look common sense when a man. Yeah, I brought Pario. Yeah, no, I brought Pari. Yeah, no, I brought Pari. Never any question. It will look when a man. In a preach little obedience, they have lost. Now they have to join. Iuche was gnanda wabunde in our wakafabia join. Part of them bunda when at saboteurs. Part of them. So if you na Nigerians na fabro Biafrans, those one Nigerians in the Biafra land, if you na fabro Biafran, na fabro Nigeria, they are Biafrans. If you are preaching to governors, you come out online, you'll be preaching anytime you come out online to be preaching to any South governors. You have to first of all tell yourself the truth. You have to first of all tell yourself the truth. Because you cannot be preaching for them to repent. But have you repented? Have you asked for forgiveness to the people that you offended? All of you, each and every one of you. So you cannot come out to be telling obedient that they should come back and join Biafra movement. Part of the people are the ones you call saboteurs. Part of them are the ones that I call saboteurs. So our people are not a common sense. No polo na yin chani ne jofu obi we na aga. By now I carry magole by no. I am telling you honestly. By now I carry magole by no. I carry magole by no. Now let's listen. Because this is very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Let me take it back again. Let me take it back again without interruption.
And my friends, Odinkemma and the rest of them, Chichi. Okay, today I am donating $1,000.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't just understand. Please pardon me. Is it because the person that just make this very call that she donated 1,000? If you ask me now to find her number, I don't even know her. If you ask me, but I know her contact is in my phone. Is it because that she recognized me? I know that her contact is in my phone. I'm on that her contact number. But if you ask me now to dictate who is this person, is it because that she recognized me? Maybe she's part of the people that I preached. Maybe it's part of the people that love what I am doing. Because a lot of people support this very struggle because of Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke. If you like, you believe. If you don't like, because they know me that I'm truthful and honest. They know that I'm honest. Is it because that they recognize me? This one is just one of them. Odinkemma. This is name announcement. My Biafra media, Biafra media warrior. I made an announcement, $750. I made an announcement, $750. South Africa, I made an announcement of $550 that they donated. India, I made an announcement. Our own group here in Germany, $1,000. $1,000. 800 plus 200. All this money, all of them went to the website, but they came and lied to you. They came and lied to you. Is it because that I've been recognized? People know me already. I don't know if you know what I'm saying now. Let us continue.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much. We better hurry. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, thank you. How much is going in the people? $1,000.
Christopher, your mic is not on. Can you on your mic from me?
Man, we know the grill.
Challenge. I don't know where there's been a lot of problem with this connection and all that, but we're going to continue. So, Christopher Uchenna, your mic is not on. So we go to as we are waiting for you to on your mic, Christopher Uchenna. We go to Autopilot South Africa. Autopilot South Africa, unmute yourself. Autopilot South Africa. Unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself again.
Am I coming out now?
Coming out very clear.
Very well. Very well. Hello? Hello, I can hear you right on. Okay, I greet you all.
This meeting is being recorded.
I greet you all, especially Umada, all Agwalo Muwokena this time around, all Gachitikwenai.
Yes.
I want just a minute or two. I just want to make one request. Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim, you already have the link. I will also request that during your broadcast and Simon's broadcast, you share the link to our WhatsApp forum, because a lot of people here are looking for how to reach us, but they don't have our contact details, and 80% of them follow Simon. So when I talk to them, what they will ask you is it IPOB or Simon own? So they want to confirm, and you know how our people are. Once they trust you, you become a brand, they follow you. Yeah. So Simon, please, you will help us even during your broadcast, because most of the time they are busy on YouTube watching. So please share that our WhatsApp link in your broadcast, please. Mazi Odinkemma already have it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Without taking much of our time, Autopilot
Hold on.
Is making a donation of $550. That is about
wow.
Wow.
South Africa,
all right, South Africa, IPOB Autopilot. Thank you very much. You people have been always there. Whenever we call, each time we call, the South Africa Autopilot has always been there. So all the media teams should take note of the South Africa Autopilot IPOB WhatsApp group. Every media should share it. You know, all the autopiloted IPOB media should share that link, and so that those in South Africa will know that yes, indeed they are part of us.
What you see here will look as if that is a one brotherhood, but behind somebody's asking me and saying that they receive information that I formed a group. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. Biafra is going to come in truth and honesty. Somebody somewhere behind closed door is asking me, but here everything has been made plain. The man requested, it was acknowledged, and then I told him, because he thought it's only South Africa. And like I said, all the money was sent to this very offshore website that you see on the screen. This is how it was when I streamed it. www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. Every money donation goes to this very website. I want you to see the people that you're following. After tonight, this message is going to get to some congregations, Pastor Livingstone, congregation of Austin Okonkwo, congregation of 247, congregation of Akparawa and Sima, congregation of this hardened criminal that I call agent of MI5, Gaddafi. It is going to go to each and every one of them for them to see. This is what is happening. How many of you do they will not? They will not. These are part of the things that they, my goodness, only evil mindset. Only evil, 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 evil.
Thank you very much. Christopher, we ask for you to bring your mic. So Techno Spark yourself. After this, after Chukwudi, we are going to go to update from those who will be calling on phone while we wait for other people to raise up their hand. We have 126 here. Please raise your hand and let us continue. All right, Techno. Well,
I want you to watch me very close. I want you to watch me very close. My voice is not coming up, but I want you to watch me very close.
Welcome. Go ahead.
This is when I was telling him that it is not only South Africa. Watch me. What my reaction?
Okay.
Okay. So all those links should be shared to all the media teams, so everybody will share the link. Each broadcast, we should make sure that those in those countries are well carried along. That that is authentic autopilot WhatsApp.
And somebody is asking me that they got information. Now, all of them, once they got this information, that this is my effort during this very fundraising, they were all, wow, 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 wow. And
I will be coming to those WhatsApp group when invited to speak to them personally each time. Thank you.
You see, this is a direct message to me. This is a direct message that he will be coming to those WhatsApp groups to address them once in a while, which I told him when they begin to concoct this against me, he wrote me an official letter to pull it down. He wrote me an official letter. That was the letter that Pastor Livingstone said that I just received information now, according to him. He said, I just received information now. This is what he said. I just received information now. Did you open a WhatsApp group? We just get information. And this is behind the scene. And this, look is what he wrote. Ndewo Odinkemma Nwachineke. Our attention has been drawn on below groups created by you. How did he get the link? It is the same link that he asked me to share to the media. And this is behind the scene. It is the same as he directed me. And that is how I did it. To share it. And they went and picked it to use it and then concoct one thing or the other against them, not against me. And then he wrote to me. Someone wrote me and said, Ndewo Odinkemma Nwachineke. Our attention was drawn on fellow groups created by you. Our resolve, no one amongst the autopilot team should create any group without approval, especially when such group is created with intention to raise fund. The fund in talking about, where is it going? This is what he wrote to me. I don't know. So their fear is that Odinkemma get bunye faja nagari. Odinkemma get bunye faja. So they are looking for way. Because Odinkemma is honest. Odinkemma is truthful. Odinkemma eziokwu bife di anonu. Oma gwara gu eme ozo. Ogwa gu no yeme nke omenye. Osi gu no nka ka ome, no nka ka omelu. Now, I see no one in autopilot is allowed to create media team group without approval for whatsoever reason. But DOS asks you to close down your own platform that you created to support the struggle. Ejo. Now, the one that I helped to create, which you approved it on the 16th of July, 2022, and gave me a directive to share it to other media platforms that we have. I did as directed. Now, this, what you saw here, was on the 19th. This message that he sent was on the 19th. I want you to listen. He said, no one in Autopilot is allowed to create media team. Media team. The media team in question is the media team of a Biafra media warrior that are making his program to go viral, even more viral, through on WhatsApp. I want you to understand the kind of Biafra that we are fighting. What kind of Biafra are we fighting? The media team was not created by Odinkemma. I was invited. Papa Ejima is one of the admin in that very group. I don't know if you know what I'm saying now. And they raised $750. The other group, Papa Ejima added me, which is World Igbo Conference. Those ones raised $1,000. I was put into that group. My grace. I don't know if you know what I'm saying now. But in there, I had Nda sugu mechie nke gị. Ejo, anyị nwa support wago. Una gangize up. So mechizie nke mụ na onwe mụ n'ezila aka wee mee gịnị wee mepe. Bịakwa n'enu bụkwa ụmụ ebubo. Then there is no proper consultation to say, okay, we want to consult, we want to have a meeting, which he said here. It was a mazo. He said here that I'll be having meeting. He told me that he will be having meeting with them, time without number. He told me, Ajumaju, do I have any reason to say no? Are we not fighting for the Biafra to be restored? We are fighting for Biafra to be restored. We are fighting for Biafra to be restored. My efforts, you want to close it. You did not do a proper consultation. Everything when you both my media group, they say that I opened. Both the massive traffic that I helped to draw on my own part, or in the little way that I can, during that very fundraising, in a heavy way. In a heavy way. The other one, called Mazi Odinkemma, she donated 1,000. This one's 750. This one 250. This one 100. This one 1,000. What is the jealous all about? Why would you connive to kill your own brother? Because if you have the mind to do that in social media, that means you can also have a mind to kill. You can also have a mind to kill. Now, let me read this very message that he sent to me. Ndewo Odinkemma Nwachineke. Our attention was drawn on below groups created by you, which you asked me to share. Our resolve: no one among the Autopilot team should create any group without approval, especially when such group is created with intention to raise fund. Fund and raise encouraging them mother kafatinye where support I had na the official website. He said, during the last fundraising, we discovered that you announced that some group raised fund and the amount was announced and donated. He did not deny it here. He did not deny it. He did not deny it. During the last fundraising, we discovered that you announced that some group raised fund and the amount was announced and donated. For no reason should anyone, but yet, for no reason should anyone in our team create any group to raise fund without approval. Is that not to hijack the doctrine of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What you know you can do to support the struggle, do it, but do not tamper on someone else's effort to support the struggle. Do not. He said, those in the country that have challenges in donating to website can create WhatsApp group because they called me. They called me. I received their call. You don't pick call. They called me. They told me that this is the challenge that they're having. This is the challenge that they have. Because they called me. If they did not call me, how would we gotten to this massive progress? Those in the country that have challenges in donating to the website can create WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group can be shared to those who reside in that country on request, e.g. country like India. Now he's now beginning to mention the groups that he asked me to share into the media team. Countries like India, Libya, Ivory Coast, South Africa, etc. You are not supposed to be the one creating groups for them. They can create their own group on approval, share the group to media team. And the media can share it to who requested for it during their program. If mentality. Did you see mentality? Did you see if mentality? So therefore, Mazi Odinkemma, you are hereby request to dissolve all the groups you have created without approval or with intention to raise funds, including the media team you created without approval. Now, assuming that I rushed in to dissolve all this group, what am I going to tell them? Assuming, because they know that every money that was created, that was donated, they donated it into the website. And the social media is to generate traffic. That is what I'm asking you now. And that is what I'm asking them now. Because I have given enough time, 1 year and 4 months, 1 good year and 4 months. I don't know if my voice is coming out. I don't know if my voice is coming out. Let me refresh. Let me refresh. Let me refresh. Let me refresh. This is what they do behind closed doors. That I'm hereby asked on request to dissolve all groups without any approval. I'm hereby to dissolve all those groups that I have created without approval or with intention to raise funds, including media team you created. Everything dissolve. I don't know if my voice is coming out. I don't know if my voice is coming out. I'm just refreshing. I don't know if my voice is coming out. I don't know if my voice, if my voice is coming out, somebody should write me, because I'm still refreshing and it's going to take like, let's say 30 seconds. If my voice is coming out, just write on the comment section. If my voice is coming out, just type on the comment section. Now, let us reason this. The group was created on request, and the people in those countries made a very massive donation, at least for the first time. And then I will now go to them and I will say that, what am I going to say? What am I going to tell them? What am I going to tell them? That I was asked to shut it down. You say that you did not agree that they asked you to shut down your own, that you created to support the struggle. Now, the one that I helped to create, which is supporting the struggle, now you concocted, you organized, you ganged against Mazi Odinkemma and asked him to shut it down. This is not only the reason. This one is one. Another one is issue on the Eastern Security Network, which the whole details and evidence is going to be displayed. We need people with honesty. We need people in this freedom fighting with honesty. We don't need people that will be using autocratic to intimidate people. We don't need such a people. We need people with a good heart. People that will say, if you say that you are going to do this, these are the kind of people that we need in this very movement. Not the kind of people that behind closed door, you are planning evil against your own brother. While you come on social media, you become sent. You are on the other side planning evil against your own brother. While you come on social media, this is not the kind of people we need on this very struggle. It is not the kind of people that we need, and it is not going to be. It is not going to be. It is not going to be. What am I supposed to tell them? What am I supposed to tell them? The money that was generated goes into the website. He requested for you to put it in your platform. And I told you that it is not only them, that are many. Then you say that I should say it. So I don't just understand the way our people are reasoning. And somebody somewhere don't want to ask questions. He is busy abusing Mazi Odinkemma. That is why I say Autopilot and DOA have no right to fight each other. Rather, you make peace. Rather, you make peace. Rather, you make peace. He said, those in a country that are having challenges, those in a country that are having challenges in donating to website can create a WhatsApp group. Who told you that they're having challenges? Who told you that they're having challenges? It is everything that took their time to create this thing in their head, knowing fully well that these are all propaganda, lies to deceive. Somebody took his time. I don't know how many words that this can contain. I don't know how many, but this is official. This is kind of letter that is being written to write a petition against the government. He said now, so therefore, Mazi Odinkemma, you are hereby requested to dissolve all groups you have created without approval or with intention to raise funds, including the media team you created without approval. The same media team that Pastor Livingstone brought up. I can see on Gabon. Confess. Each and every one of you must come out to repent from your evil ways. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. He now say, failure to dissolve these groups, we will attract sanction from 20th September 2022. This is it. Failure to do so, they will attract sanction because they know that I'm not going to agree with that. They know that I'm not going to agree with that because there is no criminality on what I did. I did not open an account asking people to donate money. So they have already made up and they know my stand. They already know my stand. They already read me and say, failure to do so, that is going to attract sanction from 20th. Now go and check. That so-called state of a nation broadcast was a state of a broadcast for Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke that was done on the 19th because he and Azuka and the rest of Omuada are somewhere listening to every conversation because Mazi Odinkemma might be Azu. Man Odinkemma must know. What you have to do, bring other people involved, get them involved so that we can be able to sort this very issue. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. Get other people involved so that we can be able to sort this very issue. Now, listen to what the rest of the message. Let me start it again.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Back, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you have another media team that you created aside from this very one that we are in here now?
No. Don't have any media team. Why would I?
Which audio did you post on the platform here?
Audio. Okay. Okay. That is the same person that is working on Mazi Simon Epka broadcast to make it on audio. It is called Biafra Media Warrior. This Biafra Media Warrior, they have been on existence right from when DJ Razor removed himself. So each time DJ Razor on a live broadcast on that is of human rights or whatever, they go in group to be attacking him. So also this woman, that Benin woman, that fair woman that was fighting against Autopilot, they go in a group to be fighting those people. So now they now decided to now form to form a WhatsApp group. You understand? So okay, so it's one of the admin. It's one of the admin. He is also working on Mazi Simon Epka program. You understand? Which if you also want to join, you just come, you introduce yourself, then you can also join. Okay, it's not my media. Why will I form another media for what now? You see that thing?
Okay. Odinkemma, don't worry, you've answered. Let's ask you another question. Based on what the information we're getting now, did you form WhatsApp groups apart from the Autopilot Media WhatsApp group that we have? Did you form any other WhatsApp group in other nations and countries? And if you did, by whose permission? Who and who did you inform before doing it? Because to work under authority.
Okay. Yes. Not that I formed. You know, I'm one of the people that answer calls. So these countries, they called me and they said they want to join a group. And then I advised, why don't you open a WhatsApp group so that you can be able to put together our people over there, then begin to facilitate on fundraising. So this is how it comes about. Same thing happened immediately after. Tell you now. But like I said, these are part of the discussions that we are supposed to be. These are including in the general discussion, because we cannot run away from the ESN issue. ESN issue is the most important thing, not this issue of WhatsApp. We have so many WhatsApp groups right from the time when Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim is around, and nobody took any permission from anybody. MNK say what you can do to bring Biafra. That is the reason why this voice of Biafra, voice 97.5, the idea was initiated. I talked to Maureen to ask Simon Epka, how much does a state cost? Because we want to put together underground fundraising. And she gave back and said that it is $2,000 one state. So when we begin to organize people, we advise nobody should send those in on a public group, but only on a merit. Then this money was organized. We now ask Simon Epka again through Maureen Hink, which state and which state in Biafra land do we have voice of Biafra? The 5 states, but only in Imo and Anambra state that have a partial network problem. And we begin to embark on it to now know that we now go to South, then the money that will on top of the fundraising that we already made, will now say, okay, Simon Epka, or take the money on top of this one, fix the Imo state, fix this Imo state, fix Anambra state.
You have 40 seconds. You have 40 seconds remaining.
The issue is ESN, we cannot run away from this issue. We cannot run away from this issue. The issue is the ESN, not about group. the money that they are paying is going into the website. The group that I opened or I helped to open, these are autopiloters. And from these autopiloters, we can also have more people to fund secret project. We have a lot of things to do.
Seconds.
This issue is about ESN, not about group. The reason why they want to have this discussion, they want to run away from the main subject. So we need to talk about that. That is why that I needed you to come, so that I can hear what is the problem.
I'm still laying it. It comes in and goes out because of network problem. It comes in here now.
I'm here now.
Okay.
Okay, let's be patient.
Odinkemma, you there?
I'm here.
Odinkemma, you there?
Yes.
Good. Now, the way autopilot happened maybe during the time of Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim, maybe IPOB, is different from now. Because we're in autopilot, there are certain things that are done that must work through the appropriate channel. According to the policy of autopiloters, which I have here, based on what you did that has come to their notice, you were the attention of the my Simon every group. But on looking at each group, you are the admin of those groups that were created in WhatsApp. And then there was a resolve that no one amongst autopilot team should create any group without approval, especially when such group is created with the intention to raise funds. That's number one. I hope people are listening. Then
I'm listening.
Number two, no one in autopilot is allowed to create media team group without approval for whatever reason. Two things are there. The first one, you should not create any group without approval, especially when such group is created with intention to raise money. Number two, nobody in autopilot, including Simon Epka himself, is allowed to create media team group without approval for whatever reason. So at this point now, when those people approached you, let's assume you did not know this policy, and you went and approved or created group for them, and you were made head of admin, you should have met with the authorities and informed them first to know their response. If they say go ahead, you go. If they say no, you don't. But since you did it, maybe without their knowledge, the authority is saying that you should take down those groups immediately. The information I have here, said, so therefore, just a minute, let me read it out. It says, so therefore, Mazi Odinkemma, you are hereby requested to dissolve all groups you have created without approval.
Is it not the same thing that was sent to me? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. So are you going to follow truth or lies? Are you going to follow truth or lies? This is a question. This is a question.
Or with intention to raise funds, including the media team you created without approval. That is the instruction from the highest authority. Regardless of whatever Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim said, this group has interest of ESN and the funding of ESN. It is primarily in their hearts. They disturb themselves every day, and that's why we gather people to raise money for ESN. So nobody...
Did you hear what he said? regardless of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. So when I'm telling you now that they are planning a coup against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then you should understand what I'm talking about. If they can gang up against me to come on the live broadcast to lie, even the fundraising, everything was sent to the voice to the website. The receipts were sent to Simon, and we requested for him to tell us how many states in Biafra land has that voice of Biafra, so that when we finish there, we go to the south and go to the north.
Has the problem of ESN in the heart more than the other. But the point is that for need to be orderliness, we have to move through appropriate authorities. You have to get, when you sent me a letter some time ago, I asked you a question. Is Simon Epka aware of this? Is Madam Azuka aware of this? You said yes. I said, okay, that shows you.
Did you see? Did you hear? Achọrọ m ka unu na-aghọta o. Achọrọ m ka unu na-eme gịnị ka unu na-aghọta ebe eziokwu dị na ebe asị dị. Achọrọ m ka unu na-aghọta ebe eziokwu dị na ebe asị dị. They were so much afraid of Mazi Odinkemma. Efforts that I made to support the struggle. They just want to clamp it down, come out online to lie to Biafra on the 19th. On the 19th. But this message that he's reading now was sent to me by Simon. Because they are afraid. They will not have.
You have subjected myself under authority. I wouldn't have just listened to you and followed you without getting clarification from the higher authorities. Because and God has lifted up certain people in certain responsibilities, regardless of their age. I don't care. They are leading.
Where are you now? Where are you now? That is a hypocrisy at the highest level. When you stand on the side of the truth, you will always win. You started for you to bring people involved. Since they sent you that very message, they sent it to you because they are somewhere listening, but they don't want to come in. We have to discuss it. Imagine where we could have been by now. Or for you to know that the people that you are seeing, thinking that they are fighting for Biafra, they are fighting for something else. That is the gospel truth. And it's only when they recognize the fact that darkness cannot overshine light, then we know what we're doing.
And I have to follow them. So the moment people came to you and said, we want to form groups in different locations, that is good. And
they are not picking calls. They are not picking calls. Somebody who dedicated his life to this very struggle. Respond to people. Respond to people. Hear people. They are not jealous of him. They are not envy of him. Why? This is not a private business. Biafra is not a business. It's not a business. But what you see here is an organization of a business enterprise. He said, regardless of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, this is what Pastor Emeka Livingstone said. It was not on that very write-up, because I read it to you. He said, regardless of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, this is what he said. Where are you now? That is why I ask you, go and read Genesis 37, 12 to 28. This is what you did. You sold your brother. And if I happen to be there with you, poison. Poison.
Met you, that is good. But what you should have done was to meet the appropriate authorities. Maybe
did they not tell me to share it on the link? They asked me to share the link. I showed you. I showed you. They asked me to share the link, and I shared the link as directed. And that is how they get it. So they have reason to see that Odinkemma is going to put sand in their gare. Let us find a way to remove him as quickly as possible. Achosia as no media group. Odinkemma created any media group. Even if I did. But I did not. My goodness.
You come to auto media and tell them, look at what is happening. What do we do? Then they will not take it up to Umada or Simon, and then we sit together and they give approval. But if you had made the mistake, maybe unknowingly, maybe ignorantly, but you in all your good intentions, but you still did it, it was a mistake. The instruction.
Shut up there. Pastor. That is why nobody can challenge me. Okay, for more, nobody can challenge. And Biafra is going to come in truth and honesty. There.
Here is that you should take it down, dissolve them. Now, if you're a man working,
so if I am now to go and dissolve it, I ask question. The people that contacted me, they contacted me, and I suggested that we should do it this way. And everything is going to the website. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was here, how many of you took permission to open a WhatsApp group? Biafra 247 have a WhatsApp group. Pastor Rose have a WhatsApp group. But that one, Odinkemma open, becomes a problem. Because he helped to open it on the request. And this is the agenda. And they are doing it accordingly. People donated. Every money went to the website. Every money, every cent went to the website. Including the voice of Biafra 97.5 that he lied to you. He lied to you. That Odinkemma open group. If you find yourself in that very group, remove yourself. Odinkemma also open a voice of Biafra. Remove yourself. It does not have any approve. But we requested, though. We got the approval. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. We must follow the truth. We must follow the truth.
On the authority, I think that's enough. You should dissolve them. And then whatever should happen, we will sit down and discuss it and know what to do. Thank you very much.
Like I said, we can't be having this discussion on the back door. Somebody is there, maybe attending a text message while we are here debating it.
And that's exactly what happened. Somebody somewhere sending the text message, and while we're here debating, because I have it. The thing that you are reading, I have it. This is a highest betrayer. And this is how they betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Selfish people.
Now, these groups were they not created in order to bring our family members?
You see?
Together. And this money that I am soliciting and encourage them, where is this money going to? Is it not in the website?
Answer the question. I want you to answer the question, Pastor Livingstone. And why I want you to go and read Genesis 37, 12 to 28. Each and every one of you. Both Simon, Epka, Azuka, Nwankwo, Azuka, Okonkwo, Azuka, and Kobunok boy. Biafra 217. Gaddafi, the MI5 agent. Mazi Okonkwo and Sonny Akparawa. Go and ask your question. Those groups were they not created in order to bring our family together? Forget about autopilot. Forget about autopilot. Were they not created to bring our people together? The money that they are contributing, they're not contributing it into the website. This is a question that I'm asking you. This is a question that I asked them, but they cannot answer it. But now you're gonna answer it to the public.
Putting people in certain responsibilities, regardless of their age, I don't care. They're leading, and I have to follow them. So the moment people came to you and said, we want to form groups in different locations, that is good. And they met you, that is good. But what you should have done was to meet the appropriate authorities. Maybe you come to Auto Media and tell them, look at what is happening. What do we do?
And I ask you again, the video that you saw that I played, because I know that he's going to watch this very program. Probably now it's morning or evening. The video that I showed you, were you not there in that fundraising on the 16th of July 2022? Did you not hear where the South African group requested? And then I told Simon, it is not only there. There are other groups. Then he said that I should share it on social media so that we can generate more people. Now he's asking me a stupid question. I've already know they are. That is why I don't even want to argue with them a lot. Just only to ask them a few questions.
Then they will not take it up to Umada or Simon, and then we sit together and they give approval. But if you had made the mistake, maybe unknowingly, maybe ignorantly, but you in all your good.
Ignorant. Were you be able to defend yourself? That is why you cannot be able to defend yourself. Okay, you know, no. Okay, you know, no. Okay, you know, no. Ignorant. Oh, go on, be very ignorant. Go on, be very ignorant. Anyway, I apologize for insulting you, Sha. But you are hypocrites. You are hypocrites. You are hypocrites. Ibo kenyo no iwu anwa n'ogbo. Iburu onye eziokwu isi n'Igbo pastor. Isi n'Igbo pastor. So you have to come out to confess to Biafrans. You have to come out to confess. Each and every one of you have to come out. If not, you will see what Chukwu Kabiama will do to each and every one of you. You will see what Chukwu Okikabiama will do to each and every one of you. I am telling you, on this day, being the 30th of October 2023, the time now is 1:40 a.m. And in Biafran time, 12:40 a.m. You have to confess because we need to do things accordingly. If you are a liar, you cannot lead Biafra. If you are a deceiver, if you are a blackmailer, you cannot lead Biafra. And Biafrans must know the truth, including those ones that are insulting themselves, thinking that they are insulting Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke. Those of you that are calling Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke criminal, see your life now. The same thing that DOS did, you are now doing it even times 10.
Good intentions, but you still did it. It was a mistake. The instruction here is that you should take it down, dissolve them. Now, if you're a man working on.
So if I dissolve, what am I going to tell the people? If Roka has a reason, they don't reason. That is why when you are doing something and your hands are not clean, if you are doing something for your own benefit, when you are making decision, you'll be making decision based on your own personal interest. If you are making decision, you are making decision based on your own personal interest. What am I going to tell them? What am I going to tell them? But they know that I'm not going to do it. That is why they did what? They put it there, say that they're giving me from that 19 to 20. Only one day. They gave me only one day. Or they will sanction themselves. But then after this very meeting, he rushed into social media with so much anger. He rushed in social media with so much anger. You can see the 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 anger. He rushed into social media with so much anger. to say that they have nothing to do with Biafra, not me.
Authority, I think that's enough. You should dissolve them. And then whatever should happen, we'll sit down and discuss it and know what to do. Thank you very much.
Like I said, we can't be having this discussion in the back door. Somebody is there, maybe attending a text message while we are here debating it. Now,
as if that I just know, because you can notice the noise behind the ghost that I know somewhere. Maybe they just opened this thing and the noise made a main bottle.
These groups were not created in order to bring our family members together. And this money that I am soliciting and encourage them, where is this money going to? Is it not in the website? I just called Madam Azuka and I told her that one of them provided a Nigerian account and they need an account to send that money. She said that they are still sorting it out. So I did not see any problem here. And I stand on the authority of Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim. Whatever you can do to bring about Biafra, you do it. As long as you are doing it with honesty. Like I said, this issue is not about group. This issue of group is just a kind of diversion.
Simple.
Main issue.
But it is also part of it, too, because it is a problem to them. It is now that I'm realizing that it's also a problem. Because they think that Odinkemma will be known all over the world. The way that he's doing things, I don't just know. Because if these are the people that want Biafra to be restored, I don't see the reason why. I cannot comprehend this. I cannot. If they want Biafra to be restored, why would you block another person making effort to support the struggle? So everything it's involved, both my activities to make sure that things are going on, that our people are supporting, both on the gallant men on the ground, everything is involved. So you have to ask yourself, if they can be able to do this and then come online to lie to you, are they fighting for Biafra? You have to know that.
It's Eastern Security Network. Madam Azuka and the Simon Epka do not want to work with the commanders that have their men intact.
Did you hear that? They don't want to work with the commanders. They prefer to separate them. They would prefer to separate them. I'm just giving them just a tease, not in details. Simon Epka and Azuka don't want to work with the commanders because they feel that the commanders are loyal to Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim. And they are looking for people that are going to be loyal to them. That is the reason why when I say that there is an abandoned gallant man by Simon and Azuka, some of you don't understand what I'm talking about. They don't want to work with the commanders. They prefer to work to go and they use money to buy their boys, if I may use this word. And they know this. This MI5 agent, he knows this. He knows all these things. You understand what I'm saying now? He knows all these things. Because he thinks that I'm one of those people that they can be able to toy around. There's some time ago when he called me and began to tell me things that are supposed to be discussing on the media. I know he wants to get a traffic. He wants to get a supporter. And I said to him, what you are saying, I prefer that if you are saying it, say it in the media meeting. Say it there so that this one will bring suggestion. Because I don't like you calling me. This is what I told him. I don't like you calling me. I am talking to this MI5, the one that called himself Gaddafi. I told him that you are calling me on an issue that we are supposed to discuss on a media meeting. How many of us? I don't like it. I don't like it. These are things. Maybe they want to hear something from me. This is what I said. Then they will use it and give this one, and then use it to send this one. Say this is what Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke. By now they would have been playing my voice and say this is what Odinkemma said. None of them can play my voice, because if I'm doing something with you, if I am doing something with you as a group, I will not hide anything from you. This is me. Because I believe in teamwork. I believe in teamwork. I believe in teamwork. This MI5 called me some time ago. And he called me and said to me that, I don't just remember, but the discussion we're supposed to be on the meeting. And we are supposed to have a meeting, I think that day or next day. Ever since then, he never called me again to discuss anything in private. Because what you are talking about, let us have that discussion in the meeting. You know what I'm saying now? Let us have that discussion in the meeting. By now, he will be claiming the voice of Mazi Odinkemma. He will bring out, he will go and remove his own voice, and then cut, join, and then present it down. They will not have evidence. They don't have a thing. That is why I said, ask them to provide that very account. And the people that donated money into that very account, let them provide. You have to ask them this question, because this is what they told you. Regardless of the exposition that I'm making, for you to clear your eyes, you have to request for it. And ask them question. When DOS asked you to close down your distance, we all supported you. We all supported you. That it doesn't make sense. And now, the group that I helped to open to support the struggle, you're asking me, what am I going to tell the people? Or that time that they asked you to close down your platform so that you can have a slot, your fans, what would you have told your fans? I don't just understand how our people are reasoning. What would you have told your followers? If I may use that word, not fans. What are you going to tell them? You tell them that you were asked to bring down your platform and you accepted. Somebody somewhere is going to remind you that during the 1960, 1970, we have a media blockage. So it doesn't make sense. And you are asking me to do the same. And they connive against me, plot against me. It could not be able to work. They wanted to get a voice note or a voice discussion with me. I said, no, I don't do private. If we are in a group, we discuss, we solicit, we bring idea in the group. This is what I believe. So when idea open and new idea na bata, on a megini, and they will put on your zbo. Because only anu idea na bia, onya with idea, it will make it. I say no, I don't like it. It was then that they are looking for a voice note conversation from Odinkemma because they already planned. I don't understand. Now, where are you? MI5, where are you? I am still here. I am still here, but you can never ever surface in this agitation. Never ever. None of you, unless you come out and confess. All of you are going down gradually. We are still looking for Biafra. And Biafra must be restored. All of you are going down gradually. Nobody need to tell me this. Nobody need to tell me this. They ask you to close down your own. You say no. You're asking another person to close down what he organized to support the struggle. What am I going to tell the people that called me? Is a question. Kedu ife ga-agwa ndị kpọrọ m na ha chọrọ join the group? Nsịfa na nwere nke mma ka anyị mee etu a. Mana on the as we're going, anybody that presented himself that there is already existing group, which for example South Africa, they came up and we have to close down the one that we created, and they joined the other one. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now, but because the mind is not there. The mind is not there. The mind is not there. The mind is not there.
They want to destabilize them. And if that happens, that is going to be a division within Autopilot. We know.
Let me start it again. I told them that the problem is in the ESN. And if that happens, there is going to be a division, because people gradually, their eyes will open to see the truth. And there is going to be a conflict in Biafra land within ESN. So when I came up some time ago to say there is an imminent war, it is a warning. And also for those that think that have sidelined Mazi Odinkemma, for them to pick up, begin to do the right thing. If I come up on the 29th of September this year, 2023, to say to Gentle Lion that this is what Chukwu Okike Abiama, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ikonso, King Jaja, this is the question that they're asking you. Where is your brother? Where is your sisters? That each and every one of you took all together. By now, as we are going on the full range official exposition, you will now begin to recollect, understand. So, Ibulu, Onye, Cho Ipiki, Mother, it join one or two things together, you go back and begin to listen to those things. If they continue, there is going to be a conflict, because we empower the people under the commanders, leaving them to hunt for the commander, just like the issue of Shadow. They hunted Shadow, and Shadow was kidnapped. The voices went viral. I said the voices went viral. The voices went viral. Shadow was threatened by his boys. Shadow was threatened by his fellow comrades, because Simon and Azuka used the Eastern Security Network to sponsor the people that are loyal to him, that he used money to buy out from instead of for us to put it together. Is it making sense now? So when I say that it's an imminent war, and all these things that I'm doing now is to set the record straight. Onye mwebo si rimpeli, imegene, igbanwe. Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke nwere obi mgbahalo. Nde GOS ha mejolum. Ha mejolum. Autopilot, I am saying it with authority. I am saying it with boldness. GOS, Famejolum, Autopilot, Hamejolum, and I'm speaking the truth, and people are listening to the truth I'm saying. And the reason why I am saying it, for you to change, you don't have any option than to do what? To work together, whether you like it or not. So you don't come out, begin to cast. Guess what you are saying? Adadi or Rama, let you make sure that she get this message. Let her get this message because in Cap Godumbido. You understand what I'm saying now? Let her get this message.
Now, these groups were not created in order to bring our family members together. And this money that I am soliciting and encourage them, where is this money going to? Is it not in the website? I just called Madam Azuka, and I told her that one of the group, one of them provided a Nigerian account, and they need an account to send that money. She said that they are still sorting it out. So I did not see any problem here. And I stand on the authority of Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim. Whatever you can do to bring about Biafra, you do it. As long as you are doing it with honesty. Like I said, this issue is not about group. This issue of group is just a kind of diversion. The main issue is Eastern Security Network. Madam Azuka and the Simon Epka do not want to work with the commanders that have their men intact. They want to destabilize them. And if that happens, that is going to be a division within Autopilot. We know there are groups that already.
What you just said. Please repeat what you just said.
I said.
Please repeat what you just
I
said.
said Simon Epka, Madam Azuka, and the.
As I repeated it, what did you do? Hypocrisy everywhere. What did you do? What did you do? I'm not even sure that they are even. I don't just understand. I don't just understand. But they are going to watch this very program. I should repeat what I said. But are you aware that Simon threatened Shadow? And today, Shadow is missing. This is a confirmation. He threatens Shadow, and Shadow is missing. He used the whole boys that he called commanders. He abandoned the main commanders and used their boys. Abandoned all the commanders. Used the boys under them to use them to begin to threaten the main commanders of Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim. And they will come out and tell you that all of them are criminals. They will come out and tell you that they sent millions. They will come out and lie to you. As they came out and lie that they, my goodness, I should repeat what I said.
If they want to use the policy that they put in place in order to destabilize commanders that already intact with their men, that stood with their men. And when I mean by stood there with their men, for example, in Imo State, let's take for example, in Imo State, the commander there is resisting the policy.
Are you listening? Are you listening? He's resisting it. But later join them. And then later he joined them. Then what happened at last? That commander in Imo State was dragging with General Oji, who is going to be the general. Simon wants General Oji to be the general of ESN in the entire Biafra land, destroying the Eastern Security Network of Onion that we're supposed to pull together. Why Madam Azuka herself want the Butuzo of Imo State to be the general? That was the reason. You see? So you are going to follow the truth. You are going to follow the truth. People are going to come up. Genuine people are going to come up. Let us fight and get this very struggle. Because the way that they are doing it, it is not the way. People are going to come up. And we are going to do it as IPOB. It is not autopilot. It is not DOS. People are going to come up. I am not interested in any position. I will not give out my information. Let the ones who are going to do it, let them be doing it. If I check even a gaga. I repeat, people need to come up. We need to come up. We need to come up, and it is not about autopilot, and it is not about DOS. We are going to support this very struggle. That is the reason why that I say that we need to first of all cleanse the entire Biafra land, because Biafra land has been polluted. Biafra land has been polluted. It has been polluted. Innocent blood has been killed. Innocent people have been killed. We need to first of all sanitize the entire Biafra land so that the genuine people will resurrect. It's not about autopilot now, DOS now, but IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. Genuine people. People that once they say that they are going to do something, then they will do it. People that will say that A, if they say A will be A. People that will believe that not everything on social media. People with genuine heart. These are the people that need to be restored to restore Biafra. As I repeated what I said, what the Sonny did, he said, I should repeat what I said. Is it not in your present? Is it not in your present that they threaten Shadow? What did you do? Shadow is a commander of Ebonyi State. From the same state where Simon come from. Okay, some of you that are saying that why can't Ebonyi man bring Biafra? But your own brother, as a general in Ebonyi State, has been kidnapped, was threatened, and you are not talking about it. You are not talking about it. You are not saying anything about it. You don't care. Is that the kind of Biafra that you want? No, it is not. And that is not the kind of Biafra that we are going to get. That is not the kind of Biafra we're going to get. So people need to come up. We need to sanitize the entire Biafra land. Clean the entire Biafra land. That also goes to the people that this very message meant to. I tagged. You have to do what? You have to do something to redeem yourself. Because that means that you can also kill. You can also kill. You can also kill. If you can put hands together to sell Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke, that means you can also kill. If I were to be close to you, you will poison. So I should repeat what I said.
Now we have other states where already the units have been already scattered. A lot of them agreed to go back to the command.
But Simon Azuka Ekwero. This is the work and the investigation Maisa Match those are doing. We don't give them command. They already agreed. They agreed that they are going to go back. And we brought out an idea. Which some of you, if you follow one of these videos that I brought out, we suggested that a platform will be created from each unit of these men. The money will be going to them direct, but with the approval of, we are working to put things together while they are working to destroy it because they have evil agenda. Do you want people with evil agenda? People that have committed a lot of atrocities against the struggle, even the one that you don't even know. Even the one that you don't even know. Are these people that you want to take you to Biafra land? That every criminal in Biafra land or in Nigeria that have slaughtered Biafrans, once they come and give them money, is that the kind of Biafra that you want? I am asking you, if Pastor Livingstone will open his mouth and say, regardless of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, but the person whom we think that we are following called himself the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And behind closed door, you're saying that regardless of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, this is what comes out from the mouth of Pastor Livingstone. Regardless of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, is that the kind of people? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has suffered a lot. He has suffered a lot. I have heard from some people say that if they are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our people are so stupid, he would just leave them for a while. But that is not the man. So we need people with integrity that are going to come up to lead this very movement. People with honest, people with truthfulness, people that if they say that they are going to do this, then they are going to do it. Doing my thing like this is okay for me. I don't want to be in any position. I have said it right on with that number. But people that is going to liberate us from these shackles of damn bondage of the contraction called Nigeria are going to be innocent people. Not people that behind closed door, they will be forming cabals, and they will come outside and they will be accusing you that they don't want you to form cabal. But they are the ones forming cabal, planning against their own brothers. That is why a lot of them cannot speak today. They don't have voice. Because the structure has to be put back. But Madam Azuka and Simon Epka is kicking against it. That is going against the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are at war. And with the commanders and the experience they have, they can be able to put men where they are supposed to be. Not hit and run. You hit and run.
Sorry, can I ask? Sorry, please.
So that is why I said I cannot be the only one to talk about this. The parties have to be here. You can. Simple. I'm going to share this on Evidence TV. I'm going to share it on Evidence TV. I am going to share it on the Evidence TV. So the Evidence TV link is on the comment description of this very program. The first voice note is 9 minutes 4 seconds, and the second one is 50 minutes 35 seconds. So click the link and join Evidence TV because I'm going to share it there. I am going to share it there. I am going to share it there. I am going to share it there. I'm going to share it there. Now, I want to take you to that very announcement that he made on the 19th of July. I want you to hear. If you listen to Okonkwo, this is what they did on that same 19th. They gave on the 20th for me to dissolve. They know that it's not possible. Now that's the 19th because he is there. He is listening to every conversation. You can see the anger. 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 Listen to it. This is the lie that they are selling to Biafrans, and you are parading with it. We need men. We need men. We need men. People with truthful and honest. These are the people that we need on this struggle. We need men. We need men. We need men. And this is the only way that we can be able to do what? To bring this peace. We need men that are going to be forefront. We need men that are going to support the cleansing. That cleansing in the entire Biafra land must be done. It is going to happen. And it has already been ordained that it's going to happen. Then, on our fuze, that nane mi fifanaga. Because I cannot see where he will preaching to obedience. For them to join. Whereas, behind, you are sabotaging your brothers. Blackmailing your brothers. So for you to see the reason why, if Papa Ejima is so much angry, it is because they don't have anything against Papa Ejima. And Papa Ejima is so much bittered. Papa Ejima is so much bittered. They have to share their... So for you to know that now, by now, Papa Ejima pictures and that of his family is already in the hands of DSS. I want you to see the kind of damage that they are causing. And the only way that they can redeem themselves is by getting, if not, Chukwu Okike abịa gana apịa fetare. Ọ gana apịa fetare. Ana Biafra gana apịa fetare. Ofu na ofu, ofu na ofu, ofu na ofu. Ana Biafra gana apịa fetare. Ofu na ofu. One after the other. One after the other. One after the other. For you to know, if Papa Ejima will be so much angry on the deception of this man here. Then for you to understand, because they don't have anything against him. They can never present any single evidence against him. The same thing with me, they can never present any single evidence against me. Not even one single. And nobody can. Since the years that I've been in this struggle, nobody can produce even one single evidence. Makagene na aka mo docha. Ana me chelu mmadu ko yesu edole na njo. Ife nature boganiru kan gesu support wago. When I started the campaign of Voice of Biafra 97.5, nkoji we embarrass you onwenye because the truth is going to be penetrating small. I was doing it so that we can have people that will be listening to our message, even the Hausas. That is why we start from Biafra land. Makana stand a bidon no dolo ma wepo anilo. I just go to Biafra. Meji we natanya information. Saying how many states in Biafra land already have this FM? Or say no, Anambra and Imo be feeling a problem. We generated almost $6,000. The monies was paid into the website. The receipt was paid into his email. Just for him to just use the receipt and go and claim the money. Then within ourselves, we will now check which state are we going to move next. South. I mean west, which is Yoruba land. But they will come and lie to you. Listen. Gent of ma. Gent. For you to hear all the lies.
Disengagement of two persons. One, we hereby announce the disengagement of Odinkemma. Odinkemma have his right to go and pursue the Biafra in any way he can. But going forward, if you are for the autopilot, you will cease to do anything with Odinkemma. Odinkemma.
If you don't case assess, Nenun case assess, Odinkemma have her right because all that nifo ne may be for jaw. I want you to pay attention that Odinkemma have he writes, oh man, if only maybe for job, you can see the anger. You can see the anger because he was there listening to every. Go and search for this very so-called nation broadcast. Go and watch it from the beginning and see. Go and watch it and see. See the anger. No, the anger. Where potential Biafrans are.
We are going to announce the disengagement of two persons. One, we hereby announce the disengagement of Odinkemma. Odinkemma have his right to go and pursue the Biafra in any way he can. But going forward, if you are for the autopilot, you will cease to do anything with Odinkemma. Odinkemma have created groups, different groups, unapproved groups, and the intention of these activities is not genuine. So if you find yourself in a group that Odinkemma have created, you remove yourself. Otherwise, you are not part of autopilot. We hereby call all those people, if you are in India, set up WhatsApp group for people in India while you reside in the country. Odinkemma cannot stay in Germany and create group for you in India. If you are in Ireland, you want to have a group of autopilot in a WhatsApp group, bring somebody, create autopilot group in Ireland, and not Odinkemma creating group for you from Germany. If you are in Libya and you want to have a autopilot group, create your WhatsApp group while you are in India by people close to you, by people you know, not Odinkemma creating platform for you from Germany. If you are in South Africa and you have any reason to create WhatsApp group, create your WhatsApp group and appoint the people you know in South Africa that you know something about them, the people that live with you there, and not Odinkemma creating group from Germany to you in South Africa. This is applicable to everybody. If you are in Ghana and you want to have a group of autopilot in WhatsApp, create your group in Ghana, add the people that you know that are living with you there in Ghana, and not Odinkemma creating group from Germany and add you in Ghana. If you are in Côte d'Ivoire, in Ivory Coast, and you think that you have the people that want to belong to a WhatsApp group for disseminating of information, you create your own WhatsApp group and not Odinkemma creating group from Germany and ask you to join. Also, the activities of Odinkemma raising funds through this WhatsApp group is hereby banned. The resolution of the entire IPOB Autopilot from the resolution today have barred anybody from contributing money to Odinkemma. If you belong to any group that Odinkemma is collecting money, you are on your own. Every fund is to be raised directly to IPOB in USA.org/donate. Anybody telling you to contribute money without the consent or approval of UMADA and every governing body of this autopilot is not valid. And to this end, we know so many countries that are having challenges. And if you have challenges in donating your money to ESN through the website, you contact UMADA, contact Madam Ifi, Madam Azuka, or anybody in UMADA, and your problem will be solved. we are not going to entertain any third-party donation. We also understand that in Germany, Odinkemma have succeeded in trying to create account or to register account in Germany and ask people to donate money, whereby after donating the money, they will transfer the money to wherever anybody knows. So for that reason, if you are part of those in Germany that are creating account and donating money to anybody, you better desist from doing that. This particular movement, Autopilot, is not here to start building a structure. We are not here to build a structure. Our leader, Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim, has already built a structure. And what we are doing is to sustain the struggle until he comes out. Anybody with intention to come and create any structure can do that to restore his own Biafra in the way he or she wants. So for this reason, Odinkemma is not part of us from today. The same thing goes to one of our brother called Chidozie. Chidozie interference in the ESN so far and causing confusion has also bring a lot of issues. So for this reason, we are also disengaging Chidozie from interfering in ESN. And if he must do that, he is doing it on his own. It is no longer with the IPOB Autopilot. And this information also goes to our men on ground, because we have come to set the record very straight and do things differently until Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim is released and until Biafra is restored. Because we are focused and we are now in the liberation movement of Biafra. We are no longer going to entertain anybody distracting us from anywhere. Today, I had to attend a meeting where I spend the time that I don't have. And we cannot continue like that. This is not to say that who want to agitate for Biafra, everybody have the right to agitate for Biafra, agitate it in your own way, but do not front the autopilot and use it to agitate your own way, the way you want it. You can go ahead and continue agitating the way you want it. It is allowed.
Did you hear what he said? He have to attend a meeting with a time that he did not have. Let's take it back. I say to him, I say to Pastor Livingstone, I say to him, somebody cannot be somewhere sending you text messages while you are here debating it. The people in question need to be involved. Did you hear what he said? I have to attend a meeting today. You can see the anger. This is how he used to blackmail himself, not me. This is how he sold lies to Biafrans. But this is just the beginning.
And use it to agitate your own way, the way you want it. You can go ahead and continue agitating the way you want it. It is allowed. The third issue is that those who is in the group called Voice of Biafra group.
Did you listen to that? Like I said, this exposition, we are just starting. All I requested was, let us involve the people that are involved in the matter, including Mazi Chidozie. He was not here on this meeting. Thinking that they succeeded. For a year and the 4 months. No. We have to do things different. Starting with this very official exposition. The Voice of Biafran group, that Maureen Hink, I got every information. How would I know that Imo and Anambra have a partial problem? Both the email that we are going to use to send the receipt, money being donated, we got it from him. But he denied everything. I want you to understand the person that you are following. The person that you see, it is not the person that you thought. Onye na afabro onye na eche. Onye na-afụ abụrụ onye na-eche. Onye na-afụ abụrụ gịnị? Ọ bụrụ onye na-eche. He lied to Biafrans. He denied any knowledge. But I just showed you a video on the 16th of July. As we go on with the exposition next time, I'm also going to present you the proof of the approval that we got from him to get information that we needed on that voice of Biafra as time goes on. Because we need to come up, we need to get up. We need to first of all sanitize the entire Biafra land. We need to sanitize the entire Biafra land. Then men can rise and do the work.
Created by the same Odinkemma, you are hereby asked to Voice of Biafra group, created by the same Odinkemma, you are hereby asked to remove yourself from the group.
That Voice of Biafra, they later now change it to New Dimension Group. You need to go and watch my programs. You need to go and be watching my programs. The ones that I've done past. Even the one that I did against Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, whom is a full-blown Nigerian agent. A full-blown Nigerian agent. You need to go back because my programs are not just ordinary. My programs are not just ordinary. This enemy within must be fought. Then we can be able to see the things that we are doing. And it's going to start from the Biafra land. We are going to start it in Biafra land. We are going to start it in Biafra land. I'll put it for social media. Listen.
That group have no approval and they don't represent anything Voice of Biafra. Voice of Biafra donation goes directly to the www.IPOBInusa.org.
Was done there where he was donated. This is how the brothers of Joseph sold his brother. They wanted to kill him. That is why I say, if I am close to them, they would have given themselves poison. Akalinyo for poison. Akalinyo for poison. But because that now they don't have access to me, they have to use media. But the truth must be spoken.
Donate and you choose general. You choose general, your donation will be marked as for sponsorship of the Voice of Biafra. Very simple. We have entered the stage that no amount of distraction, not even a small distraction, will be allowed. And our men, our focus now is to provide everything that our men need to carry out the task ahead of them. On this note, may God bless all of you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazi Odinkemma.
On this note, may God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless. And we have to continue this again next time. But remember, I'm going to post this on Evidence TV. Click on the link and then join the link so you can be able to get the full this audio. The truth must be spoken and every evil must be exposed. Even in the future, a lot of things is going to be exposed in the future. A lot of things is going to be exposed in the future. A lot of things that have done behind my back is going to be, because the men, these men, I don't blame them. But they know where their loyalty is. Their loyalty is on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is the reason why I say to Gentle Lion, go and look for your brothers. You have commanders. They abandon each and every one of them. Go and look for your brother. This is what I say to you. This is what I say to you. And by the time that each and every one of you watch this very program, including in Biafra land, because this is just the beginning, I still remember Mazi Odinkemma Nkemdilim Nwachineke. Shalom.